Absolutely.
Stone Rose on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant. Hives there on XFM 104.9.
Oh, how you doing, man? Ooh, what'd you get? Store 1 million chips in a single hand. Shit.
Of a Saturday, that's what DJs say.
Of a Saturday, yeah.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
a Saturday.
Fast approaching.
Yeah, time fast approaching 1 what do you mean it's fast approaching? What's it, speeding up, is it? Time's speeding up as it gets towards 2. Shut up.
Ricky Gervais, obviously.
With him, Steve Merchant.
Yeah, and Carl Pilkington.
It's not
Okay.
forget Carl P, the K-Man.
Oh,
He's growing on people now.
love him.
People was thinking, oh God, he's too much. Now they're going, they love him. Like same as you. I mean, they still think you talk a little bit too much, but I mean, they love Carl. You know, but I shouldn't say that,
okay,
you know,
let's
it'll
go.
knock your confidence.
Exactly.
You know, yeah.
No, I am a man of nerves. Sorry, I'm sidetracked because I'm looking on the internet here, on the website.
New run, okay.
Yeah.
So what have we
Because
got
I was-
here?
Well,
Let me pause
partly
this
bored.
actually before I start, so I can see what we're actually doing. Base difficulty, red stake, small blinds, gives no reward money. I wouldn't have thought so. Crystal ball voucher and 2 copies of the Fool. After defeating each boss blind, gain a double tag. Red deck. At the end of each round, $2 per remaining hand, plus 1 per remaining discard. And no interest. Okay. I will do that green deck. Alright. I can skip, that's right. No.
But also, I was looking on the other day.
That's nothing I said though, was it?
No.
Right.
No. And there were some people commenting on the show.
Yeah.
And one person on there, I'm trying to find it, I don't want to misquote them. But
Yeah.
basically, as far as I remember, they said that we knew even less about the music than the DJs that are on in the week.
Right. That's. I think that is starting to.
I
be
like
impossible.
the
So
sound of
embarrassing
the
sound.
Exactly.
I
like
think
the coins.
it's impossible.
You can know less than the people that are on
I
in the
don't
week.
think so.
It's just.
I mean,
it's like it's like trying to multiply.
plus
zero.
100 trips.
Yeah.
Minus
Zero.
5
Yeah.
chips
Makes sense.
every
I
hand
checked with Steve
played.
Taylor, the man with the knowledge.
Ooh.
He
That's
should
straight
know.
simulated
But
kick.
I don't
Ooh, I
think
like that.
That's really annoying.
It's so annoying because I'll tell you this, we are passionate about the music and we do know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Just because we don't read the back of the CD box
No,
like
I'm
their Surface or
playing the
Income.
list we're given with the 9 CDs that are on the playlist.
There's this
every
one
month.
There's a piece of
selected
paper
card
here.
into
The
a
guy's
wild
looking at me
card.
like he's thinking, oh no, we're having a go.
You've given away the magic of
Inventory
radio.
card.
You get pieces of paper here, and they've got little bits of details. So, for instance, White Stripes. This is the next single off White Blood Cells, February 2002. Now it sounds like we know about the music. We
Yeah.
read that off a piece of paper.
Exactly. Whereas when we say about music and we're wrong, at least it's because we didn't know.
Exactly.
See?
All right. Don't, Chris.
All spade cards are debuffed. That's not very nice.
Look at the All Stars. The
So, can I don't want to criticise there,
Go
but
on.
if I was listening and I'd enjoyed that track and I
Yeah.
wanted to know what it was, I wouldn't have understood what you just said.
Really?
Could you just say that again?
Low Fidelity All Stars.
Yeah, low fidelity, because you went low fidelity, wasn't it?
I was doing me DJ.
No,
talk,
it's
wasn't I?
just you didn't open
Lazy.
your mouth wide
I
enough.
can't
as
be
you should.
bothered.
No, sure.
It takes too much. Look at listen to him crinchling his little crinchling.
You're not crinchling.
You're
again,
not
are you?
crinchling your Jaffa cakes, are you?
There's nothing going out there. No one
I bet you're one of those people in cinemas that think you're being really quiet eating a bag of crisps, aren't you?
Straights
You
to
know
be made
cinemas.
with gaps of 1 rank, so
actually.
What
Can
will
I
you
do-
Carl?
Carl.
What's an entertaining evening for you?
Yeah.
What would you do to
Nice.
occupy the time?
oh, that's good. I like that. I like that.
Your hobbies, for instance.
Might get a video out from prime time.
Right? What would you enjoy that, or would it just be a chore for you?
No, I think things like that.
You really hate doing that.
That's when you really switch off and you forget all your problems and stuff.
Ain't
You
Why
no-
you haven't got any
You haven't got any
problems?
problems, Carl.
You haven't.
don't know that. I put on a face when I'm with you.
You wear a mask. Are you crying inside?
This
Carl?
is you being the happiest you can be. You're like a clown, aren't you? Oh,
Do you think I'm like a hard, miserable man? Because there was somebody else
I don't think you're hard.
the other day, and like I said to him, I can't watch The Elephant Man because it upsets me.
God, you're the best. You don't know you're doing it. You're
No,
the
but
best.
Can you watch it?
Well,
When it gets that bit where they carry him.
Level up 4 of a kind. Oh, fuck off. Level up high card.
Do you know, this is true. My
Pair.
dad watched that once.
Oh, yeah,
and we
my
were
dad
watching it. My mum and my sister and that were all quite moved by it, almost
Oh.
tears, thinking it was a wonderful example of man's inhumanity to man. And my dad just went, wouldn't he make an amazing novelty rucksack? And it cheapened the film for me, and I've never had this sort of
Steve was
relationship.
thinking he's not that ugly.
Blimey, here we go. We were laughing at Carl. Can we focus on one person at a time, Rick, please? Let's destroy him first.
Oh God! Tell him what you said to me when that record was playing about the Jaffa Cakes. He bought some Jaffa Cakes. It was lovely. He went to Sparrow and he handed out the Jaffa Cakes. And then I went, oh, thanks very much.
Ace, 2,
And then what did you
3,
say?
5,
Something I
or
learned at
8.
school.
Mostly
I'm not
it's
like
good.
making fun of the illness 'cause it's not funny. But
Size.
they cure cancer.
Jaffa Cakes cure cancer.
Not like fully.
Right. They just go some way to helping.
Yeah. Do you know it'll sort of help. If you've got it, you can't say right, get me a load of Jaffa Cakes.
Right.
But I think it sort of puts a bit of a stop to it if you haven't got it. Do you know what I mean? It's like having vitamin tablets.
Is this medically proven? Should we get Dr. Fox down here to confirm that?
I'm not
I
sure.
can't. I actually can't cope. You're just play a record. Play a record.
Can I just, if anyone has ever survived cancer thanks to Jaffa Cakes, please call him.
No, but I didn't say
He
that.
said, and then he went, it's the orange thing in it. And then he tried to read it. He said, I wonder if it's, and he tried to read out this scientific name. Gomez. That's my favourite one I've ever done.
It's great, isn't it? Yeah, really good.
really good. Yeah.
Because I always had a problem with Gomez before, because it always sounded like they were trying to sound like these world-weary Tom Waits style gravelly voice
And
guys.
they were 20.
And they were like 14, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that's great. That's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
Well done,
terrible.
well done, boys.
Yeah, well done.
yeah.
Ricky Gervais gives it thumbs up.
Oh dear.
Level up
Can I
full
play an
house,
Elvis
level
Costello
up 3
track?
kind, level up 2 pair. There we go.
It's-
That was good.
Well, you know
always good,
why?
always good.
Because we met him and he's a lovely man.
We did meet him, yeah.
And, I
without
just-
wishing to show off.
I remembered all the great songs he's ever done. I didn't like his spoken word much too much, and some of his later projects I thought were a little bit, but his own songs from 1978 to about
Played
19,
cards
I
with
thought were
heart
great.
suit,
Why
plus
did we
4
meet him? I
multi.
can't remember
Your
why we
first
met him,
discard
really.
of random.
Oh,
I
I wasn't. Well, I wasn't doing that.
No, I can't remember.
We
Was-
won an award.
Was it because we won another bloody award? Oh, stop giving us awards, please.
Oh God.
Oh, not enough
dear.
room in my house.
Oh dear, we've only got 2.
Yeah, we just
And we
got
haven't
two.
got one of those. That one was the BBC, so he's got a
Ah,
lot of
mine
room.
and Sam get
And I've got the other
okay.
one. He let me have it, so he's got no
Sort
award. in
by
his house at all.
rank.
Can I
Okay.
You can borrow it.
Can I don't know if I don't know who you're talking to. Someone. I spoke to Richard Wilson from One Foot in the Grave.
I spoke to him.
Yeah, but he's a lovely
Briefly,
bloke. He's a
yeah.
really nice guy. But he said to me, could I do a cameo in the office for £40,000? And I went, could like Ricky do like an amusing pratfall or something, and then you just come in as a cleaner and go, I don't believe it. And he looked at me like, why have you said that? Why have you
Oh,
brought that
no.
up? I felt so guilty.
Oh
I so wanted to apologise.
But why is
I'm
it this?
sorry.
We know it's wrong to
I
do
don't
that.
know why I said it.
We
I don't
know.
why I said it.
Do we think no? It's different for me.
Exactly. 'cause
I'll
we're
make-
in the business.
I'll do a new twist on.
Yeah.
I don't believe it, and he'll go. That's the best. I don't believe it
Comment
twist
I've
I've
heard.
ever heard.
I don't know what I was
Oh,
thinking.
why did
I
you?
was
Oh, you
so-
didn't tell me that.
I know. I felt ashamed. I felt really ashamed.
no!
I was a little bit drunk. I wasn't thinking straight.
Oh,
It was so
no.
embarrassing. I was talking to a friend of mine who said, who was it? I can't remember. Was it? He said that he was watching it was a sports cast, but it may have been Formula One racing or something like that. And he was watching. And there was a commentator, and the commentators have got to keep talking all the time.
Yeah.
And he was going, and there's the team there. Oh, good to see so and so's girlfriend. And he said he saw, and it cut to Richard Wilson in the audience, and he went, and the bloke went, and there's One Foot in the Grave. I love that. 'Cause, like, he knew he had to say it there, but he couldn't remember his name or the character.
Oh, that's
And
fantastic!
there's One Foot in the Grave.
Oh dear!
That'd be brilliant. And there's The Office.
I don't.
Brilliant.
What you're putting us alongside One Foot in the Grave, thing that's been going like 10 years, and when you're putting us alongside. It beat us, Steve. Get over it. It beat us in the Comedy Awards.
No, I was just saying that you're an identifiable face if you're at a Formula One event. You know,
Okay.
old, grumpy.
1 foot in the grave.
Yeah, 1 foot in the grave, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, Carl, any thoughts before we move on? On anything
Prefer
we
to
said so
planet
Elvis
if
Costello.
Well, I'd
Great
like to
time
play
for
Red
phase.
Shoes.
Are we ready?
if
Yeah,
it
not
takes
yet.
2 or more
What?
points.
Where his dad is.
Declan McManus. No,
I don't know his real name.
Declan McManus. He was a big band leader in the 50s or something, wasn't he?
No, he was in the R White Lemonade ad.
Oh!
Was he?
Oh
Oh,
no,
I
it's so
think
much.
so.
There's so much to do with that.
Good, so we're catering there to the audience listening who are 50 and above.
Who's a
I
legendary
don't know
joker?
the target audience.
I'm a secret lemonade drinker.
Oh,
Oh,
all kinds of one
Oh,
not
White's lemonade.
when
You
a
must
face
remember
card
that.
is
Never
just
heard
one.
that.
Oh, those chimps that drink tea.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
once right in school, we had a French dictionary, and you know, ice cold coke on the back of my throat, singing hello summertime, it's the real thing. Remember that?
No!
Oh, you. We translated that into French.
No!
Is that the end of that story?
Yeah,
It's
That's
like
the
two
end of the
cards.
story.
Got it, the left card and
but
the
I know
right
it in
card.
French.
Do it.
But it doesn't make sense. We just literally did the word.
One unfortunate
the word-
friend for
it-
Joker.
it's
Oh,
one
yes,
bloke
yes.
sur le derrière,
Ah.
mon gauche, chante bonjour, estival jump,
That's
celebrate.
the only French you know, isn't it?
It's not even French. We just did it word for word. It doesn't make any sense.
Can you say another word of French?
Le-
Can you quote
Le plume de
Shakespeare?
ma tante.
Can you
That's
can
my
you
aunt's
quote
pen.
anything else? Is there anything else you can quote other than that? Is there anything else you learned at school?
Legendary Joker, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Le chat.
It just
est
came up in a
sur
thing.
le-
I don't just mean French. I mean anything. English, maybe a bit
What
of
do you mean?
poetry that
Of
you
course
can
I
remember.
can, yeah.
Go on, quote a bit of poetry for me.
Like what? But
Whatever
soft,
you
what
remember.
light through on the window breaks. It is the eastern
Okay,
Julius,
well,
the
this
sun,
can't
the
say
rising
the
sun,
hand.
the moon, the
So it goes
Well,
times
that's
one
not
multi
really
when a
count.
face
What,
card is
Shakespeare doesn't count?
destroyed.
No, because that's the rate. Everyone knows that one.
Oh, going what then? What should I know?
The Wind Hover by Gerald Manley Hopkins. Oh, you can't do that one. I caught this morning's morning minion, Kingdom of Daylight, still thinking
Play
of
record.
Dawn Falcon and his riding of the High
Hold on,
Wind.
no, what? No, we haven't done Carl yet.
Wait a minute, K-Man. Anything you can remember from school that you learned that you had to maybe memorise?
How do you destroy it
necessarily
though?
French.
Anything you can remember. This can be anything you remember from school, apart from the orange stuff stops cancer.
It's not the top that carries you off, it's the coffin that carry you off in.
Play a record.
Is that what you destroy it? Ah, okay. Yeah, it must be that.
Beatles, Revolution.
Mhm.
Was that clear?
Yes, it was. Yes.
Yeah.
thank you.
Good.
Straight
We've got to
flush!
speed this up because
Let's go!
It's funny because our first link when we
Oh.
had to go
Actually,
at,
I can
like,
even...
the
no.
library and the playlist. When we played the record, Carl went, you usually do it at the end when you've run out of stuff.
Yeah.
So-
Yes.
So we started with what's usually our worst bit of material. So I think we've got to turn this show round.
Right.
Carl's been holding this together, to be honest.
Yep.
It's Carl's beautiful naivety and
Oh,
when I
okay,
say
I
it,
want
Carl,
that
in the nicest
one.
way, stupidity
Yes.
that are keeping the listeners.
I wouldn't class it as stupid.
I'm,
It's all
I'm only
educational
joking.
stuff.
I'm only joking, mate. Of course you're not stupid. Everyone knows you're not stupid. You're sincere, and that can sometimes be.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
it's
Destroys up to
frowned
2
upon in
selected
this cinema.
cards.
Would you say you've learned
Gives the
something?
total sell value of all current
Definitely.
jokers.
Definitely. Rather like
I just don't
a
count it into a
scientist
lucky
learns
card.
from a, like a
Alright, let's
injected
get that.
mice.
No, but I've learned from you about ants and stuff. I think every week, as the weeks go on, I feel like
We're learning from each other.
I'm learning more now than I did when I was at school.
And can I just clarify?
Yeah.
You weren't raised as an experiment and you've escaped from a laboratory.
-1.
You are. You had a regular upbringing in Manchester. No?
I didn't go to school much because my mum and dad had a caravan.
Right.
And
No need, is there? No need when you've got that sort of fun at home.
Yeah.
I used to just go away for weeks.
Really?
Yeah,
Is that true?
yeah, honestly.
Where's you used to go?
Port Maddock.
But
And so you didn't go to school much.
No, I did, but not as much as everyone else.
How many holidays were your parents having? What was their income that they could?
No, my dad used to work nights.
Joker unlocked.
He used to travel back to Manchester.
Ooh.
From Wales, it wasn't that far. And
Manchester to Wales.
he used to do 4 on and 4 off. So me and my mum were like loving it.
but what Port Meredith?
This is a
Port
card discount.
Port Maddock.
Just down the road from Port Merion, where they filmed the prison.
Right.
Oh,
So-
so that's cleared up.
Okay, legendary. Are they
Location-wise.
pretty
What
rare?
did
Are
you
they?
do? You
I
were
don't.
in
I
this
don't know how
little
rare they are.
Chilworth
I didn't
caravan
realise they
on
were
the
that
back
that area.
Cortina Estate.
Right.
Well, what was it? What was the car? I want the. What was it?
Granada, Ford Granada.
Ford Granada. What were
Oh,
we
that's
talking?
fucking awesome.
1980.
Yeah, 82, 83,
right.
84, 85.
Okay. And you in the car down there, down there, park up.
Yeah.
What was it? What was Port Meredith?
Port Maddock.
Port Maddock.
Remember Ruth?
It's just,
Oh, yeah.
It's just holiday park.
Yeah.
There's like flash, straight flash. Really?
I was loving it.
Yeah.
But so of the 52 weeks of the year, let's assume I don't know how many weeks you take off normally for holidays anyway. Let's just say
Adds
you go to
one
school 45
voucher.
weeks of the year, maybe. Generally, most
No, I'll
kids.
play that.
Bit less.
Bit less than
About
that.
42.
How many weeks would you say you actually spent in school?
Well, how many weeks do you have off for summer?
Oh,
We'll
actually.
work that out. That's what
About
we need.
6 off for summer. About 3 for Easter. About 3 for Christmas.
Put it this way, I'm surprised I'm not Welsh, to be honest.
Right.
So there was there more than was in Manchester.
Did they not? Did the school authority not come and check you out?
Well, we did.
I think maybe
Whew.
they didn't even care, do they?
I'm lucky you turned up at all. What did you just turn up for the last day when you could take in your best toy? Did you
12
say that, or you
multi
could take it in the
played
game?
card can hand a 3 of a kind.
I break my stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Playing cards with
No,
odd
well, this
rank.
answers a lot. This
gives
does answer a lot.
bonus.
The fact that you spent most of your time on the beach as a kid.
Teachers were no good at my school. We were
Right.
talking about it yesterday about...
So you were teaching them a lesson by going off in the summer. Yeah. And did you go to university?
No,
Did you go to sixth form or college?
no.
When did you leave school?
When I was about 15.
Right. What? You just went on holiday and didn't come back?
Got a job early, didn't I? 'Cause I
Where was it? Port
Get in
Maddock?
there. Get in there.
Destroys up to 2 selected
The
cards.
imprint.
Yeah, get rid of that.
Well, that's great. That's a little interview
Little-
there.
yeah, little life story
Next,
there.
I'll be
Five,
interviewing
five
Steve
multi.
Merchant. What are we playing next?
Bit of elbow.
Oh, this is fantastic. This is Elbow.
Creates a legendary Joker must-have room. Yeah, this is what I got last time.
Elbow. Asleep
the
in the
end.
back. I think that is absolutely beautiful. I think Elbow are my favourite.
Played
new
cards
group.
with
We've
odd
sung it
rank.
many times,
Oh,
but
I like
never
to sell
felt
that.
it.
Should they?
Yes.
Do they? Really?
Annoying.
No. They're
Disables
doing a good
effect
job
of
there.
every
They
boss
did
blind.
this.
Oh
I
man.
also wanted to watch
Awesome.
didn't I? They didn't take me up on that either, Steve.
I'm not sure I'm so keen on them now. Carl, can I have a jaffa cake? Because I've just found a lump.
It's 2 selected cards.
I think you don't mean me, do you?
No.
All right, good.
Thanks.
Now we interviewed Carl there. I think we've learned a little bit more about Carl there.
Because the
Um,
Joker's
and,
played
I'm
left to
gonna interview
right.
Steve now,
That's
because
fucking insane.
I used to be.
That's awesome.
You concentrating. Don't put it all in at once.
Carl, chew. Chew before you swallow. Careful. Alright.
Got 30 player. I've seen one.
Oh,
What the
shit.
fuck?
The amount of times I nearly died as a
All my luck's gonna be used up on this game.
Sure.
Minton theory.
The next base edition shop, Joker becomes
Drinking a wee
polychrome.
You have to hide them.
He's coming out of his shower, isn't he? He's happy Saturdays. He's miserable all week, and he's happy Saturdays, isn't he? Oh, look at him. It's like we get him weekends.
Yeah.
And he's as happy because we sort of spoil him, don't we? And he has Jaffa
Exactly.
cakes and everything. We let him
And
on
he
the
has to go
radio.
and live with his stepmom again in a week.
Oh
They're
no.
the ones who listen.
what you
Oh,
say.
really?
Your girlfriend does, doesn't she? I imagine.
She's been away for ages.
I know.
I imagine she just switches off after a while.
But you know we love you, don't you? We're excited. We talk about you in the week, and we think you're great. So don't just think we're using you as a
cheap comedy material. I'd hate you to think that. Carl.
right. No, I'm going to interview Steve. You know, 'cause I
Cheap
used to-
comedy
well, I'm a
material.
talk show host.
No.
Well, did you see me, Ricky Gervais?
No. I worked on it and I didn't watch it. No one watched
True,
it.
that's terrible.
No one watched
What
it.
do you think, Carl?
I loved it.
See?
Are you thinking of Parkinson?
And I didn't know Ricky then, so I'm being fair.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to interview Steve Merchant now,
Okay.
live on air, XFM 104.9. We should say that more often,
Yes.
'Cause
Ricky
people-
Gervais.
because they might tune. I think they've got a hospital radio by mistake. Yeah, Ricky Gervais. Yeah. Okay. Steve Merchant. Great to
Hello.
be here.
Thank you
Hi.
very
Now, you're a very tall man, if
Yes.
I might say. You're 6'7", aren't you?
Yes.
Was that a bit of a problem at school?
Well, yeah, a few jokes in there, going on with him, but yeah, nothing too problematic.
What's the weather like up there?
Well, exactly.
Skinny, all that
Yeah.
sort of thing. Oh, you're lanky.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
what about the glasses?
Well, I wear glasses, but again, that wouldn't be a problem, you know.
They
so
didn't
get
call you
it.
Four Eyes,
No,
really.
not really.
They didn't call you Four Eyes Freaky Lank thing. They didn't call you Freak Pot. Freaky the freakish
All right, I'm
gimp.
not sure I'm
Four-eyed
in this
gimp.
mix, don't
What?
worry.
I'm just saying, they didn't do that.
Gimp,
That's the
four-eyed
best of
gimp.
Okay. And then middle school, you went to university. There were you called freaky,
No, I must have-
freak-eyed,
I've never been
four-eyed
called
git
freaky, four-eyed
thing?
git.
Are you sure?
Never been called it.
Were you
Freaky.
called freaky, lanky, four-eyed, stupid head, boggle-eyed freak face? Fish face?
Is your chat show coming back? I never watched it. Is this what you said? I mean, you had some big names on there, didn't you? Tony Hawk,
Yeah.
that bloke off Ground Force.
Well, the problem was they'd either heard of me or they hadn't. Either way, they didn't want to.
It was a problem.
Yeah, it was a
Who
problem.
would you say was the biggest name you had?
They're all dead now.
Okay.
Probably the youngest one survived. I think Penny Smith is still with us.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Biggest name?
You had
Ooh.
Savile.
Timmy
didn't you?
Savile,
You
I
had
thought.
Daniels, Paul.
Yeah, Paul Daniels. Yeah. Yeah.
But which was the biggest name would you say that you had on the show from the 1970s?
Peter Purvis.
Peter Purvis.
He was a joy.
No,
yeah.
but
So that's just.
but
some-
it's not coming back though. That show. We're not.
No, not in that form. The Channel 4 wanted to see some changes.
What sort of changes?
Ratings.
Right.
Now I'm going to play a lovely track. Thanks, Steve Merchant.
Thank you.
I'm going to play a lovely track by Elvis Costello. I think one of his first hits, maybe even be his first hit back in the 70s. This is Red Shoes.
Probably don't need to do that anyway. Oh, if I could.
Zinger meets Spray, apparently.
Mhm.
I've never heard of them.
No.
Sounds good. It's spelt
Oh,
Spray, though,
fucking
but Carl
hell.
reckons it's Spray. Song 2, a cover of Blur's Song 2.
Yeah.
You
Doesn't
wouldn't
matter.
recognise it,
In the
would
dub
you?
version.
In an old school reggae dub style.
Big 'em up.
Yeah, all that. Oh, we know all that. We know
All the
that.
wording.
Oh, we know all that. Yeah. So yeah, that was quite interesting. I quite like that.
Yeah, that's not bad. Filled up 3 minutes.
Before that, Elvis Costello, Red Shoes. What a great song.
Debut, was it? Debut single?
I think so. It's the first one I remember of his, but you
We'll
know.
probably give Elvis a call, won't we? And
You
chat to
know,
him about it.
Yeah.
He's a
yeah.
pal now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the celebrity.
Yes. You
lifestyle.
what? Because you told me something else about your celebrity world that I thought might be of interest to the listeners. I don't know if you're happy to mention it.
What?
Your forthcoming TV appearance.
Oh
might be
yeah.
interesting.
Oh yeah.
What is it?
Invited. I don't usually do these things,
Yeah.
but I sort of quite like the show. I've watched it for a while. So I wanted Room 101.
Have you seen this, Carl? Do you know that show?
You don't like it?
Nah. Is it still Nick Hancock as well?
No.
Who is it?
Paul Merton.
God, is he still around? I've seen him for ages.
He's probably going to be a great pal of mine come Tuesday.
No, I mean, that doesn't make any difference.
No.
Have you got all the channels tuned in right on your TV? Paul Merton's a huge star. He's on all the time.
Yeah.
Ah, is he a heck? Yeah, he's on Have I Got News For You and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
What's the rest of it?
Well, anyway, look. Room 101 is the show.
Room 101.
Right,
Is the
Yeah.
show where you put in the things you hate in
Yeah.
this imaginary room.
And I thought I'd do it just for a laugh because, you know, they let you speak and it seems like a bit of fun.
What are you
so I
gonna put
thought
in
I'd do it. Oh, I thought, well, ruin it, won't I, for all the listeners?
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Switch off now if you don't want to hear what Ricky Gervais is going to put in Room 101.
I don't know, just things that irritate me. Like, I don't know, I'm putting in
Ho ho ho!
noisy people who make unnecessary noise, for one thing.
Right.
Right.
Can I just stop you there for just 1 second?
I know what you're
to
gonna say.
No.
I know what you're gonna say.
I was just thinking, just wondering if there's a little case there of the pot calling the kettle black. Because you are the most annoying man ever in the history of all things. I mean, I've met a lot of people in my life, I like to think. And even everyone. I mean,
Oh,
to anyone I went to school with who was possibly, I mean, an evil man, would throw things at people when, the teachers just throw stuff at them all the way through the lesson, throw things at the back of your head.
Yeah.
Even he was not as irritating as you are.
really?
Just the fact that you're just crunching up a plastic spoon now.
Well,
as we
what's
talk
good
is
is
annoying.
that?
It's annoying.
Yeah, I know, but, oh.
It's just, you're so irritating. You're always making the little noise, just little sounds all the time. we were working yesterday, right? And I was typing this, and he had an elastic band between his teeth, right? I don't know how he got. You know how he just seems to end up with an elastic band between his teeth, right? And he was flicking it, so it was making a noise, boom, 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 boom. What were you saying? You were just going, the rain on Spain falls mainly on the plain.
The rain in Spain stays mainly on the plain.
Just kept doing that, right, repetitively.
Yeah.
I eventually, I said, what are you doing? What are you up to? He went, no, sorry. Tried to wrap the elastic band around
And
his face.
another
Right,
of
it flipped up,
times
hit him in the
poker
nose.
hand is being played.
Right, he screamed, because that hurt, obviously, it came quite tight. Then he said to me, if I can flip this elastic band and hit your glasses, right, not your face, but if I can hit your glasses, can I flip the elastic band at you? I went, well, how am I going to find out if you can? You might hit my face. He went, well, why don't you cover up the skin on your face, your
Yeah.
nose and everything, with some paper?
Which he did.
Yeah, just to keep you happy.
Yeah.
And then he flicked it at me. So I grabbed it, flicked it at him. He ran off screaming, swearing at me. Well, don't throw it at me.
I was saying, don't be so childish. Retaliation is childish. I did it first, so.
Pathetic, endlessly. Just this kind of.
No, but you know that you agree with me on that. People who just like I can't stand noisy eaters. People who go
No,
like that,
no, I
and
do agree with that.
and people eating crisps. As I said before, people eating crisps in cinemas.
Well, anyone who's making noise in the cinema, it's an
I know.
absolute
Are
crime.
they? They must be mental. They've gone to see a film. There's people they don't know there. Everyone's paid £8.
And they're crunching away.
Oh, leaving their phones on.
I was in the cinema. There was a 16-year-old girl. Took a phone call in the cinema. The film was running. She went, "Hi, yeah, I'm in the cinema." Started having a conversation on the phone. I was thinking, how important is this call that you've got to receive? Oh,
Yeah.
it's Tokyo ringing. Mr. Yakamoto's there. The deal's going through. It's Saturday afternoon. You've got the hairdressers. I was in the cinema.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Yakamoto's coming round tonight, and we can't use my pad, so you've got to make him a meal.
Yes.
Don't you and your wife muck
Exactly.
things up for me?
But I was in the cinema. This was not long ago, and I went to see that. This was I think I was off to see that film, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, or whatever it's called. You know
Well, they could be on the phone for that, 'cause there's subtitles. But it's not gonna
It wasn't her. I was sat next to another woman. She was crunching, a big fat woman.
No, but he's got a point there.
Loads of people could be on the phone in there and it wouldn't sort of niggle you.
Fine. Well, at least we've cleared that one
Imagine
up.
if that was true.
No, because, well, it's like when you go on the tube and read a paper. There's loads of noise, but you can still concentrate.
He's got you.
Do you know what
That's
I mean?
such a great point, isn't it?
Right, yeah, because it's so easy to lose yourself in that magic realism world, you know, with all the sound effects and music and surging, exciting noise. And there's a woman clattering on going, "Yeah, well, I'll probably meet you later, Stange. Should we get some Diamond White in and around by the park?"
Yeah.
Switch off. I do it.
Yeah, but we know what you're like.
Yeah,
Carl.
you can switch off, Carl.
It's like you can turn your ears off. That's the skill
Well,
you
it's
have.
not the ears, it's the behind the ears.
Yeah.
It's the process between the ears and the brain that you can switch
Exactly.
off, so you can still hear all these things like a cat.
But I was in the room, there's this woman sat next to me, she was a big fat woman, she was crunching on some popcorn. Again, that's a crime. Why they're selling popcorn in cinemas? I don't understand why
She
the
needs to
noisiest...
eat regularly.
Why the noisiest food in a cinema?
Yeah.
I don't understand why that's come about.
Yeah.
It really makes me angry.
Yeah.
Exactly right. This-
Smoothies. We want smoothies without straws.
Exactly. The trailer for that film AI, Artificial Intelligence, remember that? And the tagline was, "David is 11 years old. He weighs 60 pounds. He's 4 foot 6 inches tall. He has brown hair. His love is real, but he is not."
Oh, yeah.
And she just went, "How old was he again?" To her boyfriend. Right? Just ruined it. War film trailer comes on for some Pearl Harbor or something. She goes, "Yeah, I don't fancy that. Just announcing this. Don't fancy that. Too many war films." So then the trailer, then the opening trailer comes on for Crouching Tiger. We know, before that, you know that thing that comes up that says
No, I don't
it's
fancy that.
the UFC and it has the kind of certificate and everything, and that certificate to say what age you have to be to see it. That came up, and it said Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon in brackets subtitles. She went, "It's not subtitled, is it?" I thought this was the most famous foreign film for years. It won Oscars. It was a huge film. Everyone knew it was foreign. She goes, it went. So the credits begin. It says Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. She went, "Stupid name for a film."
She just
She
wandered in
paid
there.
to see it. She was with her boyfriend. So then it starts, right? And obviously it's in Japanese or Mandarin or something. She's like, and they're all talking Japanese.
Japanese or Mandarin.
Yeah, whatever it is. So they're speaking in this, Japanese language, Oriental language. She's going, "Don't they sound stupid? Hot-ching, chong, 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 chong. Don't they sound stupid?" She's going, and then the subtitles come up, and it's quite a weird kind of strange language they talk in.
3, 4,
And she's going,
5.
Can't make the subtitles out either. It's both gobbledygook. Just wittering on every step of the film.
I totally agree with you, but what I like in your telling of it, I know you're sort of getting quite
I'm
emotional,
genuinely livid.
but she went Mandarin or Japanese, some Oriental language.
Well, I don't know what it was.
It's a strange language. It's a strange language.
Well, anyway,
Oh dear.
so then I moved. I climbed over several seats, made a big huff of, make a big show of moving.
Yeah.
Sat next to a guy on the phone, just chatting on the phone.
Oh, I'd have gone mental at that.
I was lit.
I-
So now I hate that film. I didn't enjoy it. I don't like seeing it. I don't want to even think of it.
It's subtitles, isn't it?
Well, rubbish.
Rubbish.
That's why I get videos.
Yeah, I should have thought that through, Carl. You're absolutely right.
Lamb chop.
Yeah, let's play Lamb Chop. This is brilliant. This is from this CD that came out recently with Uncut magazine. Occasionally they put out some quite interesting free CDs, and this was one that had various covers of Rolling Stones songs, and a lot of them were quite shoddy. But this was a brilliant, especially done, I think, for the CD. It's Lamb Chop doing a version of quite an obscure Rolling Stones song called Backstreet Girl. It's just beautiful. Let's hear it.
Andy Warhols, get off. Getting a little bit blasé now. Steve's just wandered off to make the tea.
talking to Dermot.
Can he? Is he not really? Is he?
Yeah.
Is he just down there? Can he hear this? That is a bit shoddy, isn't it? I'm going to see Pop Idol tonight.
Yeah?
Yeah.
2,
Who's
3,
gonna win?
5.
Will or Gareth?
I don't care.
Do you really?
No, yeah, it was in.
Was I boring you? Sorry.
It was in Leicester Square, right? The little one.
Yeah.
In big coach with his head inside.
Yeah.
I mean, how long's he been
Was it
around?
an accident?
No, but do you know like those ones that footballers have?
Big head.
No, that one's like really big coaches. I mean, he's only a small
Big
lad.
coach. What,
I
like
don't know why he needs a
trainers? You mean?
big coach.
Your hand.
Look, if you're just going to be like that, I'm not telling you.
Sorry, go on.
Big coach,
Yeah.
with his head on the side, and he
Yeah.
came in.
His
and he's
picture.
like,
His picture on the
Yeah,
side. Yeah.
right, and about 200 kids screaming and going mental for him.
Really.
I just don't think it's right. No, it's not. I mean, he's been around for what, a couple of weeks. And the way everyone keeps going on about his stuttering,
What you think they should really concentrate on worshipping worthy sort of things like S Club 7 and A1 and
look,
who have been around for a year.
so you pick on me when Steve's not
Well, it's
around.
only a joke, isn't it?
Steve-
Here he comes. Here he comes. He can't believe it.
But it's just the way, like, they keep going on about the stuttering.
Yeah. Well, you were late. What are we meant to do? Oh, we can't possibly go on without Steve. Oh, we need Sting. What?
Eh? See, that's the reason you should do it without me. That meant nothing. Probably a good reason not to let you have this cup of tea. But I will anyway.
Thanks. Cheers. Thanks. Just saying that Carl thinks all this nonsense about Pop Idol is a little bit sort of shallow because they've not been around long enough to be worshipped by children.
Just saying there when you were talking to
Unlike
me,
Santa Claus, who's been around forever.
Yes.
He was in Leicester Square in a big coach of his own.
Who was?
Gareth, he's only a small lad. He had biggest coach I've ever seen.
Coach?
Yeah. One of those like National Express coaches.
He just probably come down from wherever it is.
No, with his head on the side.
What?
We went through this.
His own coach, not like.
You mean like a tour bus?
Yeah, but with his head on the side.
With his face
So
on
it's
the
his own coach.
Was he driving it?
Was he really nasty? Go, we can't have a toilet break yet. You had your chance.
Yeah.
Sit down.
But it's just
Wait till we get the
everyone-
services.
I'm finishing this fag and then we're moving on.
How come
And if you're
everyone-
not back from the toilets, I'm gone.
Yeah. It's a lovely restaurant
Ooh,
here.
okay.
Alright, Jeff. What you know the food? Yeah, well, not my brother-in-law or anything.
It
Yeah.
wouldn't have been quite as snappy as that if he'd been saying all that.
No.
Yeah, but that's it. Everyone keeps talking about the stuttering, but they never go on about his asthma, and he's got really bad asthma.
God, I went on the first
Like,
run.
attack
Two
the-
legendaries.
Do you think
Yeah,
he's
it's all
held that
downhill
back for
from
the
here,
final?
mate.
Do you think he's bringing out the
It's all
big guns
downhill
for
from
the
here.
final?
The
Oh,
luck
by
of the
way,
ports
I've
will
got-
never reappear.
That's
Asthma.
the way he does that.
Ooh.
It's not
Happy.
asthma, Carl. That's him trying to help him.
That's pretty good, though.
Have you guessed about the asthma?
You should copy the seed. You'll probably get the same legendaries.
What you thought his asthma was because he goes. That's him. He has to do that to get over the. I have to take me back. That's a therapist.
Yeah, I haven't got bad asthma.
What if you ever
That was awesome fun.
Maybe
Oh,
he has
the
got-
achieve.
Cross the road, don't bother looking both ways.
Yeah.
Just walk straight
I
across.
love that.
Uh,
I had a
new
doctor on
run.
that. Oh, not asthma. No, he
Endless
goes that way.
mode.
No, it's not asthma then. Okay, well I'm
You-
stuck.
we better
then.
operate. When they
Yeah,
say
well
something.
don't operate.
Do I just do endless mode or
Oh,
just
I heard him
new
breathing
run?
heavily.
Yeah.
Probably got something lodged.
I've got a story
does endless
about
mode
breathing
do?
heavily after this next record.
Go endless. Alright. It's all about the endless. Alright. Dun, 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 dun.
Farrah Monk.
Standard
Not you.
pack.
Although Steve thinks it's Farrah Monk.
It makes more sense, do we think? Monch is a bit of a rubbish word, whereas monk, brilliant.
Yeah, but
Let's
it
not
is-
discuss it.
Let's not get into it.
Let's not discuss it.
Yeah, exactly.
They can call themselves what they want,
That's up to them.
and good luck to them.
Yep, good guys, good guys.
Now,
Played
I'm
cards
going
with
to
diamond
go
suit
tonight.
give.
Yep.
this is what started it until he said there was a young kid being screamed at by kids because.
Oh, these are jokers. Oh, I can't use that.
You know, you did sort of like.
I don't know where you're going though, Rick, because you know who's going to win. It's going to be
No,
Gareth, and there's no.
not necessarily.
Yes, it is. Rick. Oh, it is. There's
No.
Don't even fool yourself trying to drum up some excitement.
Well, look, wait. You see, they both got about the same vote, and Darius has got like 1.5 million. Now, I don't think the Darius vote was sort of like the Gareth sort of floating voters, because he's a cute kid and everything, and he
Do you
sort of
wanna
like
make a
looks
wager?
like a pop idol, and but he's not as good a musician. And I think maybe when people went for Darius, they were a bit kitsch. but I think they might.
Do you want to make a wager?
Oh, well, I bet Gareth will win.
Exactly. You see? You may as well stay home, Rick. You just want to go to meet PJ and Duncan.
Yeah, they call themselves Out on Deck nowadays.
Well, fair enough.
They're my
They'll always
favourite.
be PJ and Duncan to me, and
They're brilliant. They
They're
are
absolutely
brilliant, aren't they? They're the best
But it seems to me
presenters.
there's no one else like on TV that kind of unites everyone. I don't think there's anyone really
No.
that can honestly say, if they're being honest, that they don't like Ant and Dec.
I know.
It's like there's no one else like it.
Phone
There's
in
no
if
one-
you don't like Ant and Dec.
And I'd like to hear your arguments for it, because I tell you,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying about this ironically. Oh, I like a couple of kids presenters ironically. I think
No.
they're genuinely good.
Yeah, they're good.
They're
yeah,
likeable.
they're
They're funny.
Yeah, and you can see
Charming.
they've got a great relationship.
Beat
as well.
Anti
They've got that
11.
sort of Morecambe and Wise
Yeah.
every man appeal. They're
Yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah, well, we love Ant and Dec.
Did you see in the week there was
$3.
no, what's his
Oh,
name?
these are all
There was,
rubbish.
Dominic Mohan in the Sun. He's the kind of entertainment guy.
Yeah.
And he had sort of 10 questions that should be answered about.
What am I up to at the
He thinks,
moment?
you know, everyone's got a vested interest in Gareth winning. And various questions. One of
Ah,
which was, why
9.
is it that
Shit.
Gareth only seems to stutter when he's being interviewed live?
It's because he's nervous, isn't it?
Yeah. We've answered that one for you, Dominic. He was trying. You realised that he'd written a list and he didn't really have enough to fill up 10.
Although you were nasty about his stutter. You said it annoys you.
No, I'm not arguing that. The stutter annoys me. His query was he thought that he was affecting the stutter
How
in order
can
to
you
win
be
in the sympathy
annoyed
vote.
at someone stuttering though?
It really annoys me because it's just embarrassing. It's cringeworthy. See, the thing is this: I know people say, "Oh, it shouldn't be an issue," right? We're talking about a pop idol. Now, everyone accepts the fact that he's got to be a good-looking guy to be a pop idol. We all accept that, and I'm saying I also want him to be able to speak properly to be my pop idol. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with having a stutter.
But that's
I'm not saying
true.
there's anything wrong
No,
with being
that
ugly.
is true.
But
There is
this
true
the
that
criteria.
if there's a body fascism.
Yeah, there should
but-
also be a
but-
vocal fascism.
Yeah, but there's not a trauma if you don't look like a pop star. There is a trauma in society if you can't speak normally. So it's
What
a
do you mean
much
a trauma?
bigger issue.
His trauma.
Well, yeah, of course it is.
But,
isn't it?
but it's not. I'm not arguing about what we think, because a lot of people think that a lot of people get abuse if they're ugly. I mean, I guess I'm assuming that's the case.
Well, I can't speak very well.
I don't know if that's the case. But
We'd make one great pop star between
I like
us.
to think so.
My looks and your talking. Although you sound like some sort of weird Wurzel.
I'm
sort
not
of-
trying to be a pop idol.
Alright.
People can idolise me in their own small ways. A great
Oh
radio presenter.
dear. Oh god. Look at us three. Imagine if we tried to be like BB Mac or Light Funky Ones. I'm just thinking of like three good-looking guys. Genesis.
Did I mention about when we were in America? Did I mention that last week?
The Police. No.
Did I mention this to you, Carl?
Oh.
Sure, I mentioned it last week.
Yeah.
When I was in America at a wedding, went to a wedding with some friends. We were walking through America. There was 5 of us walking down the street in New York, and a car pulls up, and some Chinese tourists lean out, and they went to us. Excuse me, are you NSYNC? And we said, yes, we are. And they were taking our photo and stuff.
Just think of Steve at the back, sort of like 2 foot taller than
Which
the
member
others.
of NSYNC is 2 foot taller than all the rest?
Don't Chinese people like tall people or something?
Right, play record.
No, seriously.
No, because it's.
I don't think you know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
Carl. We're likely to get in dangerous territory.
Yeah. Don't Chinese people like tall people?
There's something. Sure. Do you know, like I was
Phone in if you're Chinese and you like
Carl,
tall people.
what worries me is that when they did Chinese lessons, you were down the beach in Wales.
In Ruth Maddock.
Paul
Yeah.
Maddock.
Paul Maddock. Oh, this is Song for the Lovers. It's a beautiful track. It's Satellite Love. It's classic. It's gorgeous. It's Lou Reed.
Rick, can I dedicate this to someone?
Go on then. He's
Carl, you
so-
shouldn't have pressed the button.
Well, he's doing his job. You
No.
shouldn't have said, "Can I dedicate this to
We've
someone?"
had a letter.
Yeah.
Sophie wants to dedicate a song to her boyfriend Peter. They're firm fans of the show.
Wait a minute.
Let's
Alright.
play Satellite of Love for them. By
Yeah.
Lou Reed.
Beautiful. Song for the
Two,
Lovers.
Don't ruin it this time, Carl.
Steve's confident, yeah.
Oh, brilliant. How to ruin a song by Ricky Gervais. Do you want to explain what you were doing?
I was just singing
What-
along to the backing vocal,
You're not just singing along.
doing it like a
Well,
mental.
just give us a blast.
Well, I haven't got my headphones on. I've got to do it in time, haven't I? Now, because wait, was it? Is it finished?
It's finished now.
And it was just going when Bowie goes satellite. I was going like that.
Yeah. But in room 101, you're going to put irritating people.
It's something nice what making.
Are you going to climb down that little thing and climb in yourself?
Yeah, maybe.
I'm a holding the magician for some reason.
Of the thing that
No.
They always have that
No,
little
not at all.
big bust of Shakespeare's head. head. Just a picture
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah.
Ideally.
Oh dear.
Fuck
In
it.
the background, Satellite Love.
It's been
Song for
annoying me.
lovers. I should have
I
like
love the
sung
idea.
along on air.
I love the idea of you when that came out. You know, sort of 17, got a girl back to your place. You know, just making out with her. Just that record's on in the background. You just go, ow. I'm gonna have to shoot off now. Right? Ow. Just leave me to it. I'm enjoying myself. Ow. I'll finish myself off. Ow.
Oh dear. Oh, you can't do that.
Oh,
Oh.
we've cheapened that song.
Oh.
You've ruined that song forever for me. That
No, I haven't.
But it's see the thing about Lou Reed is because Perfect Day, just a genius song. But we can never play it now, can we? Because of that BBC ad.
No, because I'll tell you what. What's her name coming in at the end? M people.
Yeah.
That thing she does
It's
with her
utterly ruined
voice.
That song. There's a
Oh.
couple of songs that have kind of like I always remember.
And who's that one that goes? It's such a perfect day.
Yeah, some
who's
kind of
that?
opera ponce.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Pussy,
Yeah,
mother,
That's the
full
song. Any other
hand,
songs
strength,
ruined
mother,
because of their association
put
with
around
things?
play. Give me another reroll, give me another
That
reroll.
song, First Time, which was on the Coke.
Create a tarot card if
Was
a
that-
cocaine
was that-
contains an
was that-
ace
was that
and a
Fallen on
straight.
And that was
yeah.
Robin Givens. wasn't
Robin
it?
Gibb, yeah.
Oh.
What was the? Didn't Fallen on Blondes do something?
That's 100
like
chips.
that? I just keep seeing Fallen on Blondes in the playlist.
I think
I
Four
just
Non
think
Blondes
you-
just
yeah,
they
play
ruined their
this
own
one.
career by writing songs.
Yeah.
It's becoming a feature.
Yeah, we should play
Played
Fallen
for
on
the
Blondes
next
one
10
week.
hands.
Rick, I was going to say something to you
Go on.
before we got sidetracked. What were we talking about, Carl? Oh, we were
Can't
talking about
We nearly lost it then a bit, but I think we pulled it back.
It's okay. No, we had a fascinating fact that we were going to say.
Oh
about
yeah,
Cardiff.
if everyone in China,
Ho ho!
This is true, Carl.
2.2 million.
if everyone
I
in
am
China,
so boned.
it wouldn't be hard to coordinate. They did hands across America. They did up yours, the laws, right? We can coordinate this. We can get the sun involved or something, right? Everyone, 1.2 billion or something, jumped up and down at the same time.
Shut up.
It would
You're not
cause-
explaining this clearly.
Oh,
would cause a
1.1
tidal
million because of
wave that would
legendary.
destroy
Oh, true.
America.
Yep.
If every person in China jumped up at the same time, that would cause a tidal wave that would destroy America, apparently, according to physics.
According to physics.
I don't believe it.
It is, no, true, it's a fact. We're not making this up. We both know this
Yeah.
is a fact.
We're not making it up. We've heard it, but
Yeah.
obviously I don't know. I don't know what that's based on. Someone going, just had a terrible thought, Mr. President. What is it? No, you know the atomic bomb and all that. Yeah, forget it. Forget it. If everyone in China jumped up and down, they'd wipe us out. Right. You know what I mean?
See, there should be some Chinese leader just threatening them with that.
Yeah, just showing them a picture of
Just
everyone
pictures.
just
Getting
poised
screwed over.
People just crouching.
on pogo sticks.
Exactly.
Just a billion
Or
Chinese
just
people.
also on the
Two,
Great Wall of China.
three,
About to jump off.
2, 3, 4, 5.
That'd be brilliant.
Oh,
Fuck.
dear.
No, he's done.
Not good, not good, not
Scared
good.
now, ain't you?
But there's more chickens in the world than people.
Play record.
Well, that's brilliant.
This is not good.
Appreciate that. Please get in touch.
What an amazing track.
Incredible.
Who?
No one else is playing that on a Saturday afternoon yet,
No.
are they?
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
I mean that in a good way. I mean that like we're breaking new territory. Like
Just
playing
the
songs.
intro.
Yeah,
The
damn
intro
it.
when the best... Oh no. think
I got rid of one of the
Fox
cards
also
and it's
said
fucked
that
me.
once.
Hell of a first
This
run.
is
Yeah,
possibly
I
the
shouldn't have
best
changed
intro
my
of
lineup
all
that I
time
had.
ever. The fact that I was saying it about The Who and he was saying it about Money for Nothing is irrelevant.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Someone made me sit in their car once with their new car stereo system so that they could play me the beginning of Money for Nothing.
Oh.
Yeah, good run.
Have we got that? You've probably got that in the library, haven't you?
Is it right that Roger Daltrey,
Hell yeah.
his kid is in EastEnders, that one who plays Robbie? Something
Oh, I love the Achieves.
right or wrong.
What,
But
Rob?
it does look like
That's
it.
Dean Gaffney.
Yeah. But he didn't want to go off his dad's name and that.
What's the time?
He's changed.
So he used his
Fuck, I
brilliant
love them
talent.
all.
And his
No.
pox-faced.
Do you know if that's right?
Well,
I don't know.
It looks like
Plus
it,
one
doesn't
Joker
I'm
slot,
sure that's
minus
library
one
as well.
hand.
oh right, yeah, you'd be ashamed to have Roger Daltrey as your dad.
Well, no, but Roger Daltrey might not want it getting round.
Start
that he
run
gave
with no
birth to
face cards
Specky.
in your
You're
deck.
right, actually.
I see what you mean.
Specky, Spotty.
Spotty, so I
Yeah.
looked at you.
Win a run with
Well,
blue
no, you've
difficulty.
got nice clear skin. At least I didn't call you
Deck.
Spotty goggle-eyed freak, boy. You got a nice skin, not a nice complexion, smooth-faced, goggle-eyed freak, boy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Face.
Nice.
Oh, what? Don't you like us arguing? Is it like Mum and Dad arguing? Is it all-
It's a bit like that.
In the caravan. There was nowhere to escape to.
Oh no, rattling
Did
round
you
that
make
little...
any friends when you were down on the caravan site?
Yeah, a lot of people from Birmingham were there.
What kind of pals did you have? What were their names?
I can't remember, it was years ago, but
Yeah.
they all had rich parents.
Right.
Like they had like their own car to drive around the campsite on and all that.
Right.
Yeah,
So I used
their
to
own
go back there.
fence.
So that's good.
And
Oh.
they were mates, and you saw them every year, did you? Or every 3 weeks when you went down there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
And you didn't keep in touch with any of them?
No.
I'll admit now, I went to the same place in a caravan for about 6 years running. I went to a place called Riverside in Bognor because someone round the corner from us had a caravan, two-berth caravan. Me, my mum, and my nan.
I think I'm really lucky to have had it, really. Because a lot of mates who I had didn't have enough money to go on holiday, and they just get a present for some holiday.
I would just like.
Of course, they got an education, so it swings.
Yeah, but Carl, the thing is with Carl is, right, I want to give him gifts.
Yeah.
I want him to have the loveliest Christmas ever. I want him to go pony trekking. Do you know what I mean? I want to just...
Scared of horses.
If first hand of round only
things we don't know
has
about
only
Carl.
one card, have it a permanent copy to deck and draw it to hand.
It was running off, I was hanging underneath, getting a kick in the head. No,
Really?
Now, hang on, what age were you? 'Cause this could explain a lot.
I was about 6.
That makes a lot of sense. Oh, I think we've got to the bottom
dear.
of it here.
Oh no, got kicked in the head by a horse, lived in a caravan... And
Ah,
living
nice.
wild
Now I
outside.
can just keep juicing that.
Oh. No wonder this is your favourite time of the week. Do you look forward to this all week? These two
Oh my god, and DNA next run. What the fuck? Oh, is that,
What would make
it
you
sounded
truly
pretty
happy,
good.
Mark? Do you mind me just asking that? What would make you
First
truly
hand around,
I
yeah.
was thinking about it in the week and I don't know.
happy? You don't know. There's nothing that you particularly want that you feel like once I've got that.
Well, the easy answer there is money, isn't it?
Fine.
No, it's not
I don't
true.
know if it's true.
No, you know, you just need enough
Do
money.
you feel spiritually satisfied?
Yeah.
I'd say.
Carl, have you embraced the good word of the Lord?
What do you mean?
Well, Jesus Christ,
we're-
our Lord and Saviour.
We're having a meeting tomorrow. It's in the church hall and we'd like you to come along.
I went to a church.
Rick, I've got to say
once.
this. I was with, I got this housemate who I don't know that well, and I've been
Right.
living with him for about two months or something. Right?
Yeah.
And he's in the kitchen, he's washing up, and I just turned to him, right, and he doesn't know me that well because we sort of talk to each other now, but we don't know. And I just turned to him, I went, Matt, have you got to know the Lord? And he looked at me with utter.
How do you
amazement.
have
I just think we should sit down a bit.
an Elglyph?
You know, the
An
word,
Elglyph?
the Gospels.
You get that for
And he
winning
sort of-
on
he
Black
stood up to me,
Steak?
I just started laughing, cracking up. And it's
You don't
sorry
even
for
have
me.
Black Steak?
He
What?
was absolutely passionate.
I-
It's a brilliant game to play if you're getting a lift on a
I
long
don't know.
car journey
Yeah.
with people.
I
who
don't-
know
how do
you,
I
they
even
bring
tell?
it out.
Yeah.
It's so terrifying.
Yeah.
I went
Alright.
once
If
when-
you're also another good
How
one is
can
when
you-
pick up the hitch.
how do you
I
know
wonder
that
what
I've
this
got
car
that?
would look like on
See what
fire.
your score is?
Exactly.
Things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes
Oh,
I like
yeah,
to
there's
go
a white
along
chip,
with that
right.
anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you, what does a knife feel like when it's going into your eye?
That means white steak. I see. It's the first difficulty tier, right?
Carl,
Did you
you
see
were
that
saying-
story in the week with a farmer who got his arm stuck in a bit of machinery, and he was going on about. I mean, he came on with a false arm, so he knew something was wrong straight away. But
You knew it wasn't going to end happily.
But he was like,
When you win a game on white, you unlock red steak for that deck.
And I'm always telling people don't stick your arms in machines. He said, but I got off my tractor and the machine. had
Then
stopped,
green, then black.
and we went to
Ah,
some,
I don't know.
oatmeal or something that was in the field and
Yeah.
cracked the machine.
Bloody cage
And
drinking
it-
Oh, this is not the famous one. That about 15, and he took his arm to the
But you
hospital.
have it.
And he was
Does it
making
do
jokes,
anything
his
from the
arm was
demo?
nice.
He didn't take his. No. He
No.
didn't take- what it was his hand went in and the machine started again.
Yeah.
And it started pulling at his skin.
Oh.
Right. So like the skin was coming off his arm,
Yeah.
and it was going around the rollers,
Yeah.
and he was pulling back like that. So he's like, oh god.
Yeah.
And the skin's like being wrapped around, and it's like pulling it, so he can see his bone and stuff.
Oh no.
And
Played the shit out over 2 years and I didn't have it.
but
Yeah.
I
Oh,
had a knife in
dunno.
his pocket. So he got that out with the other hand, managed to open it. I mean that's
Yeah,
have
because
you
they
ever tried
stick,
to do
don't they?
that?
After a while, I've got one of those Swiss Army knives,
They
and
can.
it,
Well, that's what it was. A
I
little one.
can't do it with two hands.
Flush
Sometimes
35
I get all
times
full of
4
gun.
He managed
versus...
to do that with one hand. And
Yeah.
cut away that skin.
That's not true, is it?
Yeah.
Has he learnt to farm again, like the drummer of Def Leppard? Has learnt to drum again.
Have they got like just like the
Can he
handles like?
farm now with just one arm?
He was good because he was making a joke out of it. And that.
Oh,
I
that's
think
good, then.
That's good. But
That doesn't mean you can, Steve. Though
no, sure.
he had to cut his own flesh off to escape a combine harvester.
Yeah.
He doesn't need you. You know.
Making voice press.
Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
But I just always remember getting a hot plate out of the oven when I was younger, and that absolutely killed.
Yeah.
It stuck to my fingers, and I just thought the pain that he must have been going through.
Yeah.
Must have been what? You must have been worse than a hot plate.
Oh,
Must have
yeah.
been worse than maybe dropping a pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Shit.
That's nearly it.
That is pretty much it.
XFM 104.9.
So we-
Fast approaching 3 o'clock.
It is indeed. Is that pretty much it, Carl? Is this our last list? Yeah, so would I. It's song for the ladies' time. And this is a song you put me onto, Rick.
Was-
Beautiful
If
song.
you recall.
Well, not focusing
Special
on
View,
playing it,
aka
so.
Telescopic Love from The Only Ones. The B-side of Another Girl on Another Planet. Their only hit, maybe?
Well, yeah, I think one of them. But,
Some great stuff on the
I
best
know,
of The
yeah.
Only Ones, which it's just a band kind of...
Another Girl,
essentially
Another
forgotten.
Planet. That might be up for the best intro in a rock and roll record of all time. I'll put up Won't Get Fooled Again and Another Girl, Another Planet. Foxy, he's already putting up Money for Nothing.
Exactly.
So maybe we'll run that competition next week.
Yeah, although Walk of Life is particularly good. Here comes Johnny singing oldies, goldies, big bopalula, baby, here. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, nonsense.
Walk of Life. Okay, so this is a Special View from The Only Ones, a song for the ladies, and that's it. See you next
Goodbye. Athlete and Westside on XFM 104.9, sunny day, 2007.
It's going so well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Going so well, but
Ricky
then
Gervais.
once again the English language tripped you up.
The mouth with the tongue lips was
Exactly.
all over the brain and talk. The brain and talk through the throat. Oh dear.
Oh, language is his tool. So, Rick, I think we should do some introductions because I think it seems to me every week everyone knows who you are because you're the face of the moment.
Words are his
So,
tool.
yeah,
Well, with me, Steve Merchant,
Hi.
and the K-Man, who's our producer and friend. And can I just say that I really look forward to this show.
Mm.
Like, I get, oh great, we're gonna do a show and we're gonna play some tracks we like and have a laugh. But now I'm looking forward to meeting Carl.
Of course.
Honestly, I come in and I see his face and then I go, all right, and I'm, just great, like just a little friend. Do you know what I mean? You know when a kid comes around to play with a friend, you go, oh, can I come out to play? And it's like little friends. It's like that with Carl.
Yeah.
And
Because we
it-
don't see him in the week. You see, we deliberately stay away from him in the week so that he'll be
Yeah.
fresh to us.
It was, go on.
You start off friendly, like you did today, and as soon as Steve turns up, you start getting nasty and saying things about my little bald head.
No, I said, look, okay, right, listen, let me explain. Carl was making the tea, and you know those bins, the sort of like a round sort of Metal Mickey type bin that you can take off the thing? I went, oh, that would make a good little helmet. It would make it look like Metal Mickey because it's the same shape as his head.
Sure.
Right? And I put it on, and
So far, so good, Rick. No problem there. That's just two mates having a laugh.
right.
You're putting a bin on another man's head.
Right. So I put it on, and the swing bit, through gravity and the angle, swung and hit him in the nose.
Sure.
Right? He went, ow. And I said something like, it's all right.
Yeah, of course, because you were being amused.
Yeah, I said, it's all right, don't worry.
Yeah.
And he went, no, I've just washed my hair.
Yeah.
That annoyed me.
That did annoy you, sure.
Because there was lots of, like, shit and coffee and horrible gunk.
In
on
his
the
hair, or?
No, in in the inside of the bin.
Sure.
But what annoyed me is he's hardly got any hair.
Let's be honest, he looks
So-
like Moby.
Yeah, so I said, I took the bin off.
Yeah.
And I was having a laugh, and I thought, you
ruined my
twat.
furniture.
You know what I mean? I said,
You,
what's your hair? I said, we
you.
could do that now in 30 seconds.
Yes.
And he looked at me like I was in the wrong.
I know. Rick,
that-
that annoys me about
I
him.
know.
That doesn't annoy me
Yeah.
about him.
But
But otherwise, he's like childlike.
yeah,
You know, in so
he's
many other
great.
ways. He doesn't understand that he's hurting your emotions and your
Yeah,
feelings.
but also like, we were playing football, so contact football, right? And so we were playing.
Was that
football.
just in the office? Or?
Yeah, just in the office before he came, right? As well. And we were sort of kicking it back and forth, and I started kicking it a bit hard. And but he was quite good. I said, this is great, right? And we finished anyway because we thought we'd break some. And I went, I bet you were quite good at football, weren't you? And I thought he looked like quite a natural. I thought he'd be good. He's from the north, and I thought that's all he'd have. You know what I mean? Right?
exactly.
And he went, I said, I suppose you're quite good at football. And he turned, the quickest flash, I went, I've scored once. Right? He said, and that's because I was being chased by a bee. And I went, save it.
Yeah.
He went, no, I said, please save it. Because I want to tell Steve that. No, you can continue now.
Please tell us the rest of the story. You've scored a goal once
You've
because you're being chased by a bee.
Yeah, you've done it now, really. I was on the.
There must be more to that story, man.
I was in the school team. I wasn't that good as a kid at football, to
Right.
be honest. Mainly down to, I think it's because my dad wasn't into football.
Right.
And I think that's the way it works, and if your dad's into it, then you could be a footballer when you're older.
Sure.
Yep.
Because you're into it. And so I was in the school team because I got on with the other lads.
Uh-huh.
They let me in the team.
Popular guy, yeah.
And yeah, I was stood there doing nothing because I didn't really know what to do. I never knew which way I was meant to be shooting.
Yep.
Yeah,
Got all that messed up.
yeah, that is a
And I just stood there, right, and with my hands behind my back, and something landed on me on like this part of my thumb.
You can't just point. It's radio.
It's this bit here,
Right, yeah.
The
base of
fleshy
your thumb,
bit. The
yeah.
fleshy bit of the
Flash
thumb.
on
Yeah.
and I thought, oh, what's that? And I looked down, and
Is
it's
it
a
a
bee.
thumb? Oh, it's a bee. Yeah.
It's a bee on me. So I start running,
Yeah.
try to get away from it, and bees, actually something interesting about bees, more chance of getting stung by a bee in windy weather than any other sort of weather.
That's incredible.
Anyway, so I'm running away.
And he said there was no more.
Extraordinary. I've already learned many, many things. You're being chased by the bees.
So
Windy.
I'm running. and
It's on your
like,
thumb. Is it still on your thumb now?
It's sort of gripping onto me like a stag
Clever,
beetle.
clever.
I love it. Oh,
Or a bee.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm running, and I'm running towards like the goal.
Yeah.
Oh god! And the ball comes to me.
Yes.
Wallet, get it in.
Brilliant. What happened to the bee? Did it sting you?
They die, don't they?
I mean, ultimately it died, sure, but at that particular moment,
I
did
mean,
it sting you?
this was probably about 20 years ago, so I imagine.
No. Once a bee stings
So
you,
did
that's
it sting
Yeah,
you?
but did it sting you?
Right, that was the question.
When did it sting you?
When I was playing football.
No.
Carl, do you mind me asking, you say you're on the school football team. Was there just 11 boys at your school? Was that how you got in the squad?
Listen, Carl. All I mean is, at what point in this story did the bee sting you? Straight away?
After
Or...
half time.
Play a record, man.
I was playing football.
Depeche Mode, I Feel Loved, on XFM 104.9. It's about 17 minutes past 1 on
Could I
this
just-
Saturday.
Go on.
Will never interrupt me when it's going that well.
Sorry, I don't know what I was thinking of.
That was my record. That was about 4 or 5 sentences.
True. I
They
don't know
had
what I was thinking. I was
semantics,
bored of it.
syntax. There was capital letters, full stops,
Yeah.
grammar,
You didn't
everything.
even get the time out, did you? What
Why?
time was it? Quick, what time was it? I interrupted,
17
sorry, I
minutes
shouldn't have.
past.
I was so eager.
1. XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me,
Steve
Smirch
Merchant. Smirch,
and the K-Man.
the K-Man. We're all giving ourselves nicknames now.
Yeah.
Can I just clear something up? Just this is only a very, very personal thing. Lots of people who listen to the show that I've spoken to, friends of friends and stuff, they think that I'm the guy that plays Gareth in The Office because my voice is obviously very similar.
It couldn't be further than the truth.
That's so not the case. If anyone's listening, they
Couldn't
think
be
it's
further
me.
than the truth. It
I
could be
don't
like
want
a
to take
table
credit
playing
for
it.
Mackenzie's performance. That's a guy called Mackenzie Crook. He's a brilliant actor.
Yeah.
Everyone's seen his performance. It's not me. Admittedly, he has loosely based his accent for the character on my accent because obviously it's a comical accent. We all admit that.
Yeah.
We'll agree with that. But that's it. That's where the similarity ends.
Yeah.
All
Mackenzie's
right?
a good-looking fella, isn't he?
He's a good-looking lad.
I mean, that's not
You're not
what
having
it's
to dig at
about.
me. I know
No.
because you're saying I'm a good-looking guy as well. You're just
You're-
saying we're two differently good-looking guys.
Yeah, Carl, it's all people are all different looks. I mean, you could say Brad Pitt's good looking, and then you could say George Clooney's good looking, and they're both great looking blokes. They don't look alike.
Exactly.
So for me to say Steve and Mackenzie aren't alike, Mackenzie's a good looking fella.
Exactly.
You
You
know,
just
that
mean
if you
that-
looked
you
at
just
the
said I'm
Venn
good.
diagram, there, they weren't mutually exclusive. There would be a crossover of good lookingness.
Yeah.
And
I'm
that'd
in
be
that pool with Brad Pitt and George Clooney.
Wow.
It's quite a big pool, Rick, and I'm in there, certainly with them.
Yeah. Not. Yeah.
I mean, I'm in one of those Venn diagram circles.
You are. Yeah. You're over this one.
What
See
do you
what's in
want?
there?
I noticed that's a separate one, floating off from all the others.
Yeah. Lizards and parrots.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
So
It's good to be included in something, though. It's good to be part of a gang, Carl. That's very important.
Yeah.
Right, if that's cleared up,
Depeche Mode
Good.
there, and I Feel Loved. Who'd have thought Depeche Mode would have been that huge? I think I'm seeing little lads from Basildon with little plinky plonky sound. I thought that'd be it. They'd be like Visage or something. That'd be it. You know, they're stadium rock fillers. They're
Yeah.
huge. They conquered America. He went through some hard times. He came out the other way. And well done.
but see, I think it's very. What you just said there is a very good example of why they are and why certain other bands are.
Need
Because if you
more
think about
money.
it, for me, you see, whenever I think
Ooh.
of a band name, if
Damn,
see
I don't
bands
have the
on
money, I
there,
need to
always
sell
use a very
one.
simple test, which is, can you imagine that you're the
This
announcer
one's shit.
at a huge event? Maybe it's like broadcasting around the
there
world
we
like
go,
Live Aid or
Nelson
something.
Mandela
Or it's a
concert.
Nelson
Free
Mandela
Spectral
Freedom
Pack.
concert.
Yeah.
And you can imagine someone
He's
saying-
there. He's there.
Nelson's there.
Yeah, with
Everyone's
the
there.
Spice Girls.
Oh, they're all there. But you can imagine someone saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Depeche Mode." It's
Yeah.
got-
The
Ladies and gentlemen,
Rolling
please-
Stones. The Who.
Exactly. But you can imagine someone saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Visage."
Ladies and
Sorry.
gentlemen, will you please welcome our headline act? Welcome Idlewild!
Exactly.
It
Ladies and
does-
gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Ned's Atomic Dustbin. It doesn't. Do you know what I mean? You just know.
The
that there's-
Levelers!
Some bands aren't going to make it. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Mega City 4. Do you know what I mean? It's
So
just
it's a simple test. We'd like you to do that.
If you're thinking of starting a band, or you've just named your band, you're just beginning.
Mega City 4.
Tell us what your
Yeah.
band name is,
And we
will
will-
use that simple
And
test.
we will do the test. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to the stage
The Franken Walters.
Jimmy Eat World?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Cooper Temple Claws. I don't think it's going to happen for those lads. It's a simple test anyway. But
100
email
reasons, please welcome to the stage. 100 reasons.
100 reasons I think would work quite well. I'm just going to give the email address, ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Reasons, if I could.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to the stage Pop Will Eat Itself? Carl, have you got like a sound effect or something of like, can we get the atmosphere
Cheering.
we're going to test?
Cheering. We'll seek it out with.
Have you got something there? Have a look on there. I'm just looking in the NME for the kind of forthcoming gigs of the smaller known bands, and it might be a useful place to just begin the.
Ladies and gentlemen, peoples around the world, will you please welcome to the stage Chumba Awamba?
Have you got a sound effect? Have you got one? Nice, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to the stage the Parkinsons?
Boo, that was
Playing
shit.
Leicester this week. So look forward to
So,
that.
what were you saying about the decks?
If anyone wants to pop down to Leicester
The
to see
black
the
deck.
Parkinsons.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage.
We're going white on
Cyclefly.
red and green and black. Yeah, weird.
Okay.
Oh,
I
there's
do.
a genuine one here. This is someone. Simon's emailed and he says, "Will you just test this name for us?" Okay.
Oh yeah, Anglophone.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to the stage Coach?
Yeah, that for being the
Not
black
utterly
one.
convinced.
Right.
Not too
I know.
bad. It's not too
I'm
bad.
worried about the sound effect. We start to sound like Chris Moyles or something when we
Well,
play a sound
he's a
effect.
top broadcaster. Everyone loves him.
Losing weight as well.
He is hilarious. funny man. Just there's one more coming here. I'll just check this one.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome, this is Chris in Oxford. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, meanwhile back in communist Russia.
is that a band?
I assume so.
I assume it's his band.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
Well, how does he listen to us in? Hold on, man. This is only local radio. How does he listen to us in Oxford?
If
Oh,
only there was some kind of digital format that he could listen via the web net.
What is
Carl,
it?
what is the...
What is it?
how does he listen in Oxford?
You can listen on Sky Digital,
Go on.
channel 864,
Lovely.
864. Yeah.
and
On the
on the
internet?
web,
Yeah.
Okay, what would that web address be?
xfm.co.uk.
Sure.
Click on the audio,
Yep.
and you get XFM 10 seconds behind it
Okay.
actually happened.
Perfect.
Just out of interest, what's the point of saying that if they can't sort of get us in London to listen to that because they won't be, and
They're
they're
not gonna
they're either in London, so they won't go through this nonsense, or they're in Leicester, and they can't hear us saying Sky
Yeah,
Digital.
we haven't thought that through at all.
Because you might work in London for a bit, and then have
Go
enough
back and spread the word.
and like leave,
Yeah.
Go back and spread the word. Disciples.
move back to Leicester,
Yeah,
tell your mates.
yeah.
There's any
Soon,
number of combinations.
soon XFM is the most listened to radio station in Britain.
Mm.
What we need is people on Radio 2 to give it a plug every day.
That'd be ideal.
Yeah, or Radio 1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Any of the big rivals. Virgin.
yeah.
I mean, we've often plugged Virgin. It's a good station.
Madness
105.8
Joker is very
Radio
fun.
It's
London.
a great station. Really good station.
Hot 106.2.
The $7 one. When blind is selected and destroy a random joker. Oh, good God!
You're getting quite a lot of voices.
A random joker? I don't want a random
not-
joker
I've
fucking
stopped
get
that, man.
destroyed.
Yeah,
Alright, okay.
Yeah.
No, it's alright. It
You
was
know.
good.
well, I'm all right now. I've got a bit of money.
Classic 60s bands. I've just only... Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to the stage The Scaffold?
Oh, the scaffold.
These one
Remember
jokes
that?
all the time.
The-
Ah,
the
I
lead
see.
singer looks a bit like him. But you know whose brother that is in the scaffold, don't you? Mike McGear. Do you know whose brother that is?
What?
Do you remember The
The
Scaffold? They did
Scaffold. Yeah, I remember
We'll
The
drink a drink a drink to Lily the Pink, the
And
Pink, the
didn't
Pink,
they
the
do
Pink,
that
oh,
The
the
Roses
human
advert.
race.
Yeah, thank you very much for the entry. Iron. Do you know whose brother that is?
Whose brother? The lead singer.
No.
Art
Mike
scale's
McGear.
so insane. I'll have to try it out
He's one of the songwriters. In,
next time I see it.
No.
I'll probably never see it
Paul
again now.
McCartney.
Is he?
Yeah,
I didn't realise that.
yeah, that's Paul McCartney's brother. Think of that when they go home for Christmas. So I think Lily the Pink was what, about 1970?
Yeah. It was number one, wasn't it? Christmas
Yeah,
number one.
yeah, big number one. Yeah, I don't know if it was Christmas number one. Two Little Boys was 1969. Last hit.
No,
of
it
the
definitely
60s.
was number one.
Yeah, but I don't know if it
The
was
Scaffold
number
was.
one.
It was
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I remember I did it. In
Really?
sequence, yeah.
Yeah. So they go home at Christmas, and Mrs. McCartney goes, "All right, boys, how are you, Paul? How are you doing?" "I'm just starting a new band called Wings." "Yeah, oh yeah, this is Linda." "All right, Doug, yeah, sit down." "Mike, what are you doing?" "Just had number one." "Brilliant, round of applause." "How many number ones do you have, Paul?" 19. Still, we know what we like, don't we?
We'll drink, the human race.
Paul goes, "Wow."
It's actually fucking endless. The combos, the synergies. Yeah, it's fucking awesome fun.
We'll drink,
Wow.
Linda, do you want to be in the Scaffold? We're probably going to go on tour and stuff. I know you love it.
Well,
I quite like it. Yeah.
Can't get over how good it is. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it as well.
You're not going to be in Wings if you're going to play with him.
Well, I got make a tricky decision. I mean, that's a
No,
great song.
what are you
Everyone's
doing?
loving it. It's
What
Christmas number
What are
one.
you doing eating his bacon?
Well, I
You
love
don't
it.
eat, you don't eat bacon.
Yeah, but I love the music. He's a great
Stop
guy.
it. What are you doing?
Well, I just, I love the music.
I
We'll
can't
drink,
believe it.
No. No, you don't.
Yesterday.
One in
all
four
my
chance.
troubles seem so... Oh, shut
Thank you very much for that.
Aintree Iron.
Oh,
Look at that.
imagine that, because imagine how different going, well, you've had 19 number ones. I mean, it can
If
be a matter of
things-
time.
yeah,
If
yeah.
things stay like this with the
Yeah.
Scaffold,
Yeah.
I'm going to rule the 70s.
Yeah, if things that carry on going like they're going now, the Scaffold, ladies and gentlemen, will you please
Welcome to the stage.
Plus 2 chips. Each remaining
Oh,
card
nice
in
one.
Jack. Play only one hand and score 800. Okay. 2,
Dandy
3, 4,
Warhols.
5,
Ladies
6.
and gentlemen, please welcome the Dandy Warhols.
There you are. It's
Get off.
never going to
That sounds like Levelers crossed with Wonder Stuff.
rubbish, isn't it? Really. I mean,
Well,
it's fine. It's chirpy.
It's a
and
nice old song, but it's it's not.
It's that thing of it's just not essential. You
I can't
just
love
don't
it.
really need it in your life. If it never occurred, you wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
You know,
You know what Carl just said?
Go on.
Were you listening?
not really.
He looked out the window and he looked at me and he was looking at me and I looked over at him and I said, "See, now's the
Oh, fuck it.
that would be good to die now.
Hey, nice.
That weather
Got it.
would be good to die." And I said,
Yeah, that was a
hold
scary
on.
one.
What's going on up there?
He's a philosopher, Rick.
He is,
He's
isn't
on
he?
a different
No,
plane
you
to
can't
us.
say it like that. The other week,
Multi-bit
I came in
enhanced
really
card.
full, and I said to you, God, can you
Plus
imagine
40 chips for each remaining
Yeah.
discard.
Because
Whereas
it's
today you feel it would be a much better day to die because it's bright.
The curtains open, sun's shining. It's like
I mean, you'd still be
Vampire
a bit angsty
Hoggers.
about the dying thing.
One of
wouldn't
my
you?
faves. Oh, yeah?
That would be-
Alright, I'll grab it.
Sure. Okay. Well, hopefully we'll still be broadcasting. When one of us reaches that happy moment, and we can check.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot of emails, Rick, coming in about band names. I think a lot of people are going wrong for a simple reason. They think it's funny to have an ironic band name.
Yeah.
They think it's a bit comical, and I
Yeah.
just don't think there's any great bands that have had a comical name that have made it into
What was
Need
stage.
to
that- what was
spam
that
enhanced
band? What's the
cards.
jumper?
Okay. So I better.
don't know what
I
they
should
were
get some of them.
I mean, the obvious example of one that was never going to make it internationally.
Splodgeness abounds. Splodgeness
Got options,
abounds.
collections.
I like them now.
Splodgeness abounds.
Splodgeness abounds. They were great.
Ladies and gentlemen, please
Ah,
welcome to the
those
stage. Cards
ones.
of
I
the
see.
USM.
These are some of the ones we've had emailed in. These are bands, obviously, that haven't made it so far, and I don't think they will. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, the Lazy Birds.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, the Paperclips.
That's not a real band,
That's what
is it?
someone sent in.
I don't know, yeah, but no band name is weirder than the others, and also you grow into it. I mean, the Stones and the Beatles are iconic because they are iconic bands.
What you think you'll grow into? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Shuttle Rock. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Treehouse Casino.
5, 6.
I don't think they're gonna.
That's just made up.
Well, possibly.
Well, they all are,
But they all
obviously.
are. But my point is, people say there's
Yeah.
no logic to band names. But if you think a band name like the Smiths,
Great.
that's genius.
It is,
It
yeah.
sums up everything that band is about.
Yeah.
The kind of they're capturing that mediocre world of grim up northness.
My
it's-
favourite Sonic.
Each
Youth.
card
Sonic
below
Youth is
52
genius.
in your
Nirvana.
deck.
these are incredible.
Ah.
So
Yeah.
there is some logic to it.
Yeah.
Plus
It's
20 if
not just
can.
arbitrary
Turn
work.
4 of
What
them.
about
The
Madness?
Cure. The Cure.
Madness sounds
Well-
rubbish, but they're good, aren't they?
Yeah, but again, they were never going to be. They were never going to be world beaters.
But they were a comical band.
Every
They
card
were
played
a
becomes
mix-up
gold.
band.
Ah,
Madness is
shit.
fine for that.
But they had some great songs as well, and but it did. Then it sort of turned it all because then.
I mean, Rick, I don't know how many members.
Not Home Today is a great song, and
This
serious.
is from an email. I don't know how many members of the band there are in Chimney Factory, but if there's 5 people, who decided? Have they all agreed? Yeah, that's the best
Do
name
you know
we
what I
can come
reckon
up with.
decided? Dell.
Right.
He started the band and they rehearsed round his
Vampire
house, so
can
Dell
pop
went,
off
"It's
fast
called
with good
Chimney
combos.
Factory."
Ah, okay. I need to
Right,
get
Dell,
some of
it's
those
not-
enhanced
it's not-
cards.
no, it's called
I
Chimney
can't remember what
I
pack they're
own
in
the
there.
band and the amps.
Has Paperclips gone? There's a band in Leicester called Paperclips. We can't we'd just argue over
Yeah,
that forever.
And all I'm saying is think before you name your band, all right? Because it's never going to happen if you've got a comical band.
There was a feminist band called Clitoris All Sorts, which is
Right.
quite good, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but you laugh, and then you just think, oh,
Yeah.
I'm never going to have that on my T-shirt. Imagine that, clitoris all sorts.
It's that time of the day now. Talking of that.
Yep.
Song for the Lovers.
Sure, it's beautiful.
Now, Steve, I mean, I will play great old tunes to the cows come home. We got to give them a little bit of Dandy Warhols and Air and Athlete. I know that, and they're great. They're good. Right? But I wanted to play a Cat Stevens song, but I thought I'd better not because I've, played that a little bit. And we quite like resurrecting old reputations, don't we? People like Elton John who had bad faces, or David Bowie.
People
and,
whose names now are largely laughed
I need to
at.
save
Yeah.
some more money.
Serious
or
rock
people that
circles.
people might not have considered. I thought Cat Stevens. Oh no, Rod Stewart. I thought.
Was he Rod
Plus
Stewart?
20
Many
malt
people now are
if
thinking
played
of the
hand
Leopard,
contains
Hot
3 or
Pants.
fewer
Yeah,
cards.
do you
Yeah,
think
they're
I'm
thinking-
sexy and all those
That's
sort
not
of
bad.
old stadium sort of disco things? But he wrote beautiful tracks from Maggie
Played
May through.
True.
And I thought, hold on, two birds with one stone. What about a Rod Stewart song written by Cat Stevens?
Wow. Is there such a thing?
The first cut is the deepest.
Let's hear it, Rick.
On this album as well
Aha!
is The Killing of George.
Can be used
George
as any
Part 1 and 2,
suit.
remember? About the gay bloke. George Boy was gay, I guess. His favourite song. Carl's favourite song.
Yeah.
Right? And I was going, oh yeah, I remember that, yeah. I said about, and I said,
No repeat hand
didn't
types this
intend to take his
round.
life. He just pushed
Okay.
when he gets mugged and killed. Do you know what he said?
Go on.
I was sitting outside. I was singing. He went, "Well, I said, as I said, they go out too late.
Because he has like 30 hours,
They go out too
like
He went,
40.
gay people go out too late." He went, "No, they do." I went, "What do you mean?" He said, "They're always out.
20.
They go out when people are coming home." He said, "If he'd have been in bed by
I've
10,
seen
he'd
2,
have
let
been
us
like
go on.
that."
He's seen 3.
And he went, "There's one bloke saying
That's
shut
funny
up,
as.
Monday."
Yeah, well, I've
Oh,
just
it's
used
the
up
game,
all
it's
my
just-
Elden Ring
Yeah,
DLC
yeah,
luck
yeah.
Yeah.
When sensible
on a
people are.
fucking poker game.
We're not on the continent, Charlie, is your point.
If you're gay and you're not in bed by 10, go home.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
First cut is the deepest, Rod Stewart. Air, Don't Be Like, XFM.
Times 5 on Disabled Boss. Yeah, I reckon.
5 to 2.
They were fucking, they were great.
Gervais with me,
Steve
Steve
Merchant.
Merchant. Smirch,
Smirch.
The Smirch,
The Smirch.
and the K-Man. KP, Carl Pilkington, the K-Man.
Pressing the buttons.
Yeah. See that in Heat this week?
What was it?
About the campaign to stop Carl going back to Manchester. You know, because he's a miserable sort of northerner who goes, London's crap and I want to go back up north.
Yeah.
And I only need 40 quid a week to live up there like King and all that sort of
Yes.
rubbish. Right, well, Boyd from Heat, we met him at the that award ceremony.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
he was saying about,
fuck.
oh yeah, he really enjoys Carl. He's getting a lot of people
love
like
it, people
Carl.
love it.
And I was going, oh yeah, but he's thinking of leaving. He was going, oh, start a campaign. And he did, and he put it in there. So the campaign, so write in if you like Carl. If you think he's really annoying, then we'll stop talking to him.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like
I
him.
forget
I
to.
know.
Oh, true.
Have you ever read the White Man,
Um,
the White Van Man column in the Sun?
so I could
Are you
do
familiar with
the-
this? This is where every day in the Sun they interview a guy who drives a van, a
1,
white van, just
2,
in order to get the kind of
3.
voice of the man on the street in the paper, and he has to answer or just give his opinions really on events that have made the news each week. Just thought we could maybe throw some of these at you, Carl, because we know to see what your views are.
Yeah.
So just the first thing that comes to your mind, the sort of your initial reaction.
No, it's
to
only
these
It's top all
things.
things. We don't need to know about them. It's just your philosophy on it.
Yeah,
So
just your views.
you know, yeah.
1, 2,
I
3,
had a
1,
few
2,
days off
3.
this week, remember, so I don't know what's going on in the world.
Yeah, I mean you stayed in London though, didn't you?
Yeah,
didn't
but
travel
You didn't
anywhere.
bury yourself, did
Yeah.
you?
I normally see the news, but I didn't. this week.
Okay. So what was your view on Will Young beating Gareth Gates in the final of Pop Idol?
Don't like him. You know what I was thinking about when I was watching it all the way through?
Yeah.
How he looks like he's got a wire coat hanger in his gob. That sort of.
Right.
Again, it's radio, Carl.
Radio.
It's a great
The
face.
funny face you're pulling doesn't
Yeah,
really translate.
and a radio.
And is that's a problem for you, is it?
And just the way he's from a really rich family. I opened up the paper on the Monday or something, and it had like how he went to a posh school and he's got loads of money already.
Yeah.
It's just a bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right, now, what's
okay.
the second
All right.
question?
There have been huge rises in street crime, especially muggings and carjackings. What's your view there?
more youth clubs are needed, aren't
You think more youth clubs?
I like that.
No? Okay.
I like that because
Boo.
it's the 1950s.
Yeah,
It's sort of like you want a bobby on the beat that'll clip
Yeah.
you around the ear.
So once they've come
Is
out of
it-
national service...
Yeah. No, I love that. And if you find someone smoking a wood bomb, you make them smoke 50.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, this is great. That is great.
Did you used to go to youth clubs?
Yeah.
And they kept you out of trouble?
Win run with
It's
any
a
deck
fight
on at
afterwards
least a
when
blue
they came out.
stake
But for the
difficulty.
sort of hour and a half
It's
you were
alright,
there.
You had a bit of pool and some boxing and
Yeah.
a bit of pop.
Yeah.
So more youth clubs, that's good.
I love him. I
Um,
love him. If you're at home, just make notes because this is brilliant stuff. Honestly, you won't hear more honest, from the heart
Exactly,
stuff
opinions.
than this. This is great. Go on.
This is not pre-planned. These are your direct responses now.
Oh,
as you hear these.
I promise you, Carl did not know what we were going to do. He never knows what we're going to do, and he always answers honestly. That is the beauty of Carl.
What is your
It's not
view?
an act.
What is your view, Carl, on New York's former mayor becoming Sir Rudy Giuliani?
Oh
So-
god, that hasn't
Was
aged
he
well.
happy with it?
He appears to be pleased with it.
Let it go ahead.
Fair enough. Then. Okay.
Go ahead. Oh, he's genius.
Okay.
Is he happy with it? He's like your nan.
Yeah, yeah.
Is-
What do you make of Michael Greco's character Beppe being axed from EastEnders? Problem for you?
The whole soap thing. What's it's back in Coronation Street, isn't she? What's her name?
Who?
Bet Lynn's. She
Yeah.
thought she'd go off and be a bigger star.
Yeah.
All went wrong, and now she's coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always happens, doesn't it?
Beppy will be back.
Yeah.
No one really cares.
Sure, sure.
What
And the
was,
final
what was
one.
the van reply? What was the guy?
The White Van Man says, obviously they feel the character has run his course, but I think he's a pretty good actor and I can't understand why. I mean, obviously there's a White Van Man there who's also got an opinion on script
The
development.
through line. Yeah.
Like the narrative
The-
through line of soap opera.
The 12-week narrative, the arc really showed
It's
itself
just
up.
the two last ones I want your opinion on here. What do you make of a cat that's been cloned in a secret 2.5 million research project?
To find out what?
If
What,
they
to
can
clone
clone
it?
cats, yeah.
Have they had to hurt it?
Sorry?
Have they had to sort of hurt it to do that?
Have they had to hurt it?
Yeah, or is it just scraping its tongue for some stuff?
I
No.
think the cat's fine. The point is that they're cloning another creature which is potentially very dangerous. Have you seen that film where they bring Hitler back?
That cat. What if that cat turned out to be a world dictator?
Exactly. What do you reckon of
No.
cloning generally, Carl? You concerned about it?
Well, I think they're cloning for organs.
I
You know,
don't
they grow them for the, you know.
Do you know what cloning means?
Yeah, it's when you like make something else. That's the same, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah, I mean it's not going to do any harm.
Okay. And
Great.
and finally,
Put him on the World Council.
yeah. Finally, what do you make of some city workers who were caught bonking in the glass lifts of the Lloyd's building?
Jesus.
What do I make of it?
Is that a problem for you? Do you think that's unprofessional?
Was it the lunch break or?
I think it was lunch break.
It
Yeah.
was their own.
It's all right.
It's their own time. I think fair enough. It only takes 45 seconds to go from the bottom to the top. Is that a problem? They move quickly. They acted, on instinct. Do you think fair enough? If that's their natural instincts and they're both consenting, you think fine?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks very much, Carl.
Thanks
Alright.
very much, Carl.
Carl,
Right,
we'll have
Steve,
more of Carl's world-weary opinions.
Aye,
next time
aye.
on the show. Listen, I want to play a track that I love.
I can't wait for this track. It's by a great band. Just going to do it before Steve does this. Coming up
Terrible.
with a great game. I'm sort of clearing out my flat with tidying up, and then we've got a lot of junk there, and we're going to give away a great game coming up. You've seen it, Steve. You're excited.
I'm looking forward to that.
Look
It's a board
forward to
game.
that.
Is
It's
it?
a board game that we're all going to sign. It's going to be
Brilliant.
signed by Jerv, Smirch, KP, the K-Man. So
From
you could win that.
the classic album Copper Blue by Sugar. Listening to it again recently, reminded how good it was.
Yeah.
This is the track Hoover Dam. Play it.
White Stripes fell in love with a girl on XFM 104.9. It's 10 past 2. Right, okay, that's the first hour out of the way. Next hour, Steve, I've got a game to give away. As I say, I'm sort of cleaning out my flat a little bit, and we were going to throw away stuff, and I went, oh, whoa, don't throw that away.
Yeah.
I can give that away on the show, because XFM don't give us anything to give away.
No.
Does anyone care what happens weekends?
No.
There's people coming here going, oh, he hasn't turned up, fiddling with stuff, fire alarms going off, the library. But we were looking for a track we played a couple of weeks ago on the same album, and it's gone.
Yeah, it's been pinched since we last played it.
This is I can't believe it. They're moving. That's like a tip out there, and I have to.
No, it is a disgrace, Carl.
It is. It is absolutely. It's disgusting.
How many of the DJs on this station have won multiple awards like Ricky Gervais?
Yeah. How
How many of them are double award winning?
to have someone of my calibre? I hurt my ankle, didn't I? Moving a chair. I had to even move my own chair in here, and I hit my ankle.
Had to move my own chair in here.
I think just walking around barefoot generally is a bad idea in London. You know, there's the needles, Rick. There's all sorts.
I know.
of
Or that, well, Posh does it in her video. She walks around barefoot.
Oh, you love
My
it.
heart's got a mind of its own.
Ricky absolutely loves the current Victoria Beckham.
Yeah,
film.
I like the sentiment. My heart's got a mind of its own. It's like doesn't matter what I'm thinking in my head. My heart says something else. Of course, what we did for last week was change the lyrics.
Just walked
as you
around
do.
for ages.
Does anyone else do that? Just going things like my wife's got a cock of her own. Things like that, and
Seriously, hours of amusement doing that.
just changing it. Just say,
My knob's got
some balls of its own. We're doing that for a week. Meant to be working. Yeah.
Anyway, you were gonna
Fucking
give away this
idiots.
game, Rick.
Yeah, it's called Donutters, and it's a game for 4 players, or 2 to 4
Have you
players.
ever played it yourself?
I watched. We sort of got it for a party, and I watched some people.
Can I try and sell it to punters who may?
Yeah, go on.
Why are you the part of a
poker hand
crazy
is a
donut-loving
high
elephant in this hilarious game of fun and fast action?
Yeah. You put on a little elephant thing, and you have to pull up get up the donuts.
Brilliant. Can you be the first elephant to get all your donuts on your trunk? Be the first one. The first one is.
Sorry, this isn't a sex game, by the way. There's no euphemisms there.
Some of this is a bit slightly damaged, the packaging. That's why I couldn't read that.
You're joking?
Yeah, but don't worry, because
Is
you're not
everything in
asking
there?
much for this, are you? We'll start at £5. Bear in mind, it'll be signed by double award-winning Ricky
No,
Gervais.
of course it's free. And Carl went. Have you got a question? I went no. He said, well, something about the Elephant Man. I went,
Something about the elephant.
yeah, and I went, yeah. You know, John Merrick. He went, yeah. He went, yeah. Something about that. Awful, wasn't it? I went, you know where Michael Jackson actually bid for the skeleton of that? And he went, what would the skeleton be affected? I went, without it grows, that's what happens, it's nice. And he went, you don't see any of that about these days, do you? I just said, save it.
Although, of course, you have to put on these masks when you play Donutters, so in
Yeah.
a strange way, that looks kind of Merrick-esque.
Yeah.
And the game, Rick, I should just tell people listening, is elephantastic.
It is.
It says that on the box,
It
so I'm
is
assuming that's
elephantastic.
right.
It is elephantastic.
I mean, you yourself. Can I say a question, actually? This
Go
is
on.
a possible question.
Okay. Should we sign it first?
Oh
We should sign
shit,
it,
the
but,
needle again.
Based on the Elephant Man question, obviously, we all know who directed the Elephant Man film.
Sure.
Don't we?
Sure.
Yeah.
Parker. No.
David Lynch.
Lynch, of course, yeah.
But do you know who one of the people that got that film made was? He's a very famous comedian. It was his production company that got it up and running. He may be an executive producer. I think he was even the producer of it. And he's an famous American comic actor. You wouldn't imagine this was the same guy who is also producing a very serious, sober film like The Elephant Man. All right, we want to know who was that man.
It's a bit hard for that.
Well, yeah, but I mean that'll separate
Bit
the
hard
wheat
for
from
that.
the
What are
chaff.
you, hold on. Have you seen anything else that's elephantastic? Not even Wellephant was elephantastic. He was Wellefantastic.
Rick, have you got any more memorabilia that you want to give
Yeah,
to people? Maybe
get
over the
rid
coming
of,
weeks?
yeah.
Because I have to say, I've got
The
loads.
council won't take it away.
I've got loads of junk in my house. I've got an old fridge freezer in the front garden. Anyone's welcome to come and pick that up anytime. I'll sign it for them.
But what about children climbing in it? That's not one of those with the handles, is it?
There's several children trapped in there at the moment. Yeah, but that's a sobering lesson
You
for
know
the
what,
local
right?
council who won't come and pick it up.
It's a problem though, isn't it? Because you can't just
Smash
chuck
it up,
them
you're
out
right, no.
anymore. I don't know what you're meant to do.
Well, listen, right, when I was growing up, I remember the council used to charge £5 or something to take away, like, cookers and fridges. So my dad used to bury them. Down the bottom of my garden, I don't know, there's a cooker, there's a fridge, there's a freezer of some sort, there's a dog and a couple of cats. They were dead.
I'm not
to be
saying
fair.
my father's quite a mean man, as you know, but my dad used to do that with dead relatives.
Yeah, because those funeral parties take the piss.
Very expensive.
So a funeral can be, up to 40 quid.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Whereas
So
a shovel,
a shovel,
borrowed
yeah.
off the bloke next door,
Yeah,
that's a
and,
massive saving.
and not given back, to be honest.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, he's going to go soon. What's he going to say?
Okay, to win Donutters, signed by Mr. Ricky Gervais and 2 other blokes you've never heard of. It's elephantastic.
Yeah.
And the question is, what was the name of the famous comedian, American
Give out the
comedian,
number. Give out the number.
that produced and had heavy production involvement in the film The Elephant Man? The email address is ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. Carl, what's the phone number?
08700 800 1234.
Right, next up, we've had a lot of requests. Carl's popularity is growing. They want to hear his Super Mega Mix, the Britney Spears thing. Big it up. Big it up.
Pick it up, pick it up.
That's what it is.
Alright, it's Mark Dean Blade, the vocals of The Unknown over Britney Spears. Britney Baby one more time.
Let's hear
Play
it.
it.
It's highly illegal.
+3 roll per sharp. Four of a kind in their bed.
Go on then, back announce it, Carl. It's yours. Go on.
That's Mark Bean Blade there with a bootleg.
Next base
What's it
station
called? You called it something,
becomes
haven't you? You
fauna.
cleverly called it something. What did you call it?
Nick this record one more time.
Good.
You
Very
like
good.
Carl Pilkington there breaking all kinds of copyright rules.
Now, coming up, we're going to be talking a little bit of Feng Shui. The art of moving things around so it's better.
The ancient oriental art of rearranging your living room.
The ancient art of don't sit near a window because you won't get any money. And we've got a
We've been exploring Feng Shui for our
Yeah.
own amusement.
yeah, and we're going to be reading some.
Don't
great
sit
things.
near a window.
good sort of
You won't
Feng
get
Shui
any
advice.
I
money.
mean, what do you need to know? I mean, just keep those questions coming. If you've got any questions,
Shit, man, I've been sitting near a window for
anything
years.
in the world, any question, personal problems,
Fuck it out.
philosophies on like, just ask Carl if you want. Just ask Carl.
Fucking
All
hell.
right, Carl, you're up for that, aren't you?
Yeah,
And you'll give your honest opinion, won't you? Always.
Yep.
Yeah.
Should we give away donuts?
Oh, it's been won. Who's won it, Carl?
Scott Hammond.
Well, well done.
Well done, Scott.
He'll be loving that. He's probably going to have a party, especially to play Donutters.
We've had a number of right answers, but I'm afraid Scott's the winner. And the question, of course, was which famous American comedian was heavily involved in the production of the film The Elephant Man? It was, of course, Mel Brooks.
Surprising.
And he's got a company called Brooks Films.
Our
and they-
first person that called in, I think he was a bit confused. He said, "Is it testicles?"
Yeah.
When what? The producer went, testicles.
What was that illness years ago? Right? There was a couple of lads at our
Fuck.
school
Oh, yeah.
I want
had
this thing.
really big heads
Right.
and webbed fingers.
And webbed fingers.
And
Sorry, wait.
Gains
Was that? Hold on. Did you find him in a
plus
pond? They
multiple
used to be
any
little tadpoles.
booster package.
Carl, you're not
Yeah.
confusing your past with an old episode of
No,
Doctor
no.
Who, are you?
What were they called?
Oh,
these
this
two?
day, so I can get it
No, I
next.
can't-
I can get it next
and
one.
it was just like
Of course not.
There was nobody thought anything of it at school. 'Cause
No,
it was like,
sure.
You used to it. It's like,
Yeah, it's the North.
There goes the creature from the Black Lagoon again.
yeah. He's late.
Brilliant in trigonometry.
He's late for double maths.
Yeah.
but yeah, I didn't think anything
What
of it.
is it called? What is the disease called where two fellas are they
Not even related.
rubbish?
Not related.
Were you near a nuclear power station when you were growing up?
Yeah.
You weren't really.
Yeah.
This has got
But
a
I
bit
don't
heavy.
think that's it.
Hey, talking of enormous heads,
Yeah.
you were at the Pop Idol final, weren't you, Rick? You went
Yeah.
down there just because obviously Rick's a huge fan of Pop Idol. He wanted to be there. He wanted to
Yeah.
give his support.
Quite seriously, there was no irony there. We were
Yeah, he
having a
genuinely
great
is a
time.
fan of it. And he was. You sort of had photos taken with various people.
Yeah,
didn't
of
you? Because
course.
you were a bit drunk and you wanted to have a
Yeah.
memento of it. There's obviously
Yeah.
a picture of you with Fat Man Rick Waller.
Yeah, Yeah.
But the best one is a picture of Ricky and his girlfriend with Dr. Fox,
yeah.
whose head
It's twice the size of
of
mine.
any other head. It's quite remarkable. I
He's
don't know how
like
they
a
make
barrel. He's a lovely bloke, and it was really nice to meet him and everything. But and he looks like an immaculate tan, and he's always happy, and he's he's
It
just
looks
really
on the
good.
picture. It looks like someone you might see in a carnival who's built a huge papier-mâché head, and it's just we're like Frank Sidebottom, just sort of walking down the road. It's just incredible.
Dr. Fox didn't used to go to your school, did he? He used to hang out with a mate. They were great swimmers. They were brilliant swimmers. Oh God.
Have we got another song lined up?
Yeah. What are we gonna play?
Bit of Foromonge.
Bit of who?
Foromonge.
Let's hear it.
Faramunch, got ya. XFM 104.9. Well, as we promised, some Feng Shui. What do you want to know? Ratio of witness. It's one of those little books that you see at the sort of like the front desk of like Waterstones or Dillon's or one of those. And it's just it's a little guide. It's should I say what it is? I'm allowed,
you may as
aren't I? Lillian Two's little book of Feng Shui. And obviously you can't go into it in depth, but it's some little, you know.
Just some little sort of nuggets, I suppose.
Yeah, ratio of windows. The ratio of windows to doors in your rooms should not exceed 3 to 1. Too many windows calls all your luck to seep away. Obviously. Hello. It is also better not to have windows on the wall opposite the door.
Is that the case in your place, Carl? Because you may need to brick that up when you get back later.
I always remember I used to work nights.
Yep.
Right? And it was when my brother just sort of got kicked out of the army.
Yeah.
And my mum and dad went away on holiday, so he was staying with us.
He's got to write a book, this bloke.
And,
You have got to write a book, Carl. Go
I
on.
came back,
Yeah.
and there was women everywhere. There's women in every bed in the house.
Had he set up a brothel? What?
So no, he's just a bit of a womp.
That's
So-
impressive, though. A girl in every single bed. I
Oh,
mean,
he was mad. So I slept on the sofa downstairs,
Mm.
and I didn't sleep that well.
Yeah.
But I slept on it before when it was facing a different way,
sure.
and I had a good sleep.
So for you, that's
So-
proved the worth of feng shui.
Yeah, I think there's something in it.
Did you honestly think there's something in it, though?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay, well, just read a few of the others, Rick.
Okay, well, it's,
Just-
it's not. I think most people know this one. Display the three-legged frog for luck. Look for a three-legged frog. You can buy one from any Chinese supermarket and place it in the vicinity of your front door, facing inwards as if it has just come into the house. Don't place the frog facing the door, please.
Come on, people. Think before you place your frog.
I mean, this really is. I mean,
What's the last page? Because that was the most.
I'm so
You reckon?
fucked.
the last one, I
the wealth vase. Make a wealth vase and keep
Oh,
it
what's the
hidden in
time?
cupboard. It can be made of
Ah!
gold, crystal, or glass. Can I just say something? If you've got a vase made
Maybe
of
I
gold,
just won't go in
you're probably
tomorrow.
alright for money
I'll
anyway.
go in on
Yeah,
Thursday
sure.
instead.
But this is the wealth vase. How do you make the wealth vase?
Fill it with semi-precious stones and with soil taken from a rich man's garden.
Yeah,
Just
fuck
find
it.
the soil of a rich man. Take some soil from the
This is like bury a piece of steak and the water will go.
Yes.
I have a tooth of frog.
We're going
This
in
is-
Thursday.
Where with the gods. Can you find that one?
Oh, where's that one? Yeah.
Do
I'll
you,
do-
do you, what,
It's
what
not
do you
even,
think
it has.
Carl?
I
Is it
think
something you
it's,
believe in?
Well, like I said, I didn't sleep well on the sofa. When it
So
was
for you,
facing the
that's
middle way.
proof
So it's-
positive.
Yeah, you've got to get it right.
I'd like Carl to read this out.
Okay.
Yeah, do you mind? Read it out. Just read it out loud.
Which one?
Yeah, the gods are here. Right, okay.
Just read that. That's such a good
Invite
bit.
the gods
Yeah,
of wealth into your home.
yeah.
The Chinese have several gods of wealth.
Yeah.
Which they display in their homes to attract what? Prosperity.
Prosperity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. My personal favourite is CCS Chi Yu,
Yeah.
who sits on a tiger.
He sits on a tiger.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty difficult to find this fella.
Yep.
If you could use Kang Kung or the 3-star gods. Oh no.
Read him out.
Read out the names of the star gods.
FUK.
Just read
He's
out.
a god.
It's a
He's a
Chinese
god.
god. You're
He's a
allowed to
Chinese
say
god.
Chinese god on the radio.
No.
You are allowed to say
Well, if you're allowed
Chinese.
to say it, you say it then.
Well, look. It's so immature.
Read the three of them out. Rick.
Okay. If he is difficult to find, you should use Quan or the 3-star gods. Fuck, luck, and Sal, all of whom bring wealth and prosperity.
Now, what were the names of the gods again? Because if I'm making a note at home, Rick, I better-
It's the Chinese god.
yeah, there's Quan Kun, or you can use Luk Sao.
Oh.
What? But it's a god. FUK. It's not
I assume. I don't know if we're pronouncing it wrong. I really apologise.
Apologies
Because
if we're offending anyone who's of an Oriental persuasion. But that's Quan Kun or Luk Sao or Fuck. And any of those gods are available at a Chinese supermarket.
near you.
Yeah. That's Feng Shui.
Oh my
Thank you,
god.
you can't- Give me that look.
Idiots, yeah, fucking idiots.
Isn't it?
Jesus Christ.
Walking with thee. So that's Feng Shui.
That's Feng Shui sorted.
We've given away donutters. We've talked a little bit about band names today. With more insight into Carl's psyche. Now you during that record you said, we knock everything. You saw something about the Bermuda Triangle, didn't you? That
Yeah, when I talked about ghosts, you sort of just because you don't believe in it. I think it's because you're scared of it, to be honest, and you can't admit to understanding it.
Sure. Sure.
Thing on last night, Steve.
Yes.
Bermuda Triangle.
Oh yeah.
Do you know much about that?
Mainly the song
Yeah.
by what was his name?
What's his name?
Bermuda
Triangle.
Triangle, where people
No,
disappear.
no,
Bermuda
did-
Triangle.
What's
don't
his name?
go near.
No, Barry Manilow.
Barry Manilow.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the lyrics? Bermuda Triangle, where people disappear. Bermuda Triangle, don't go near.
Yeah.
I shouldn't really make a joke out of it.
No, you're right. Go on.
But what it is, right? There's a program saying what it's about. What do you know about it?
As I say, mainly.
I heard a
told me, but,
bunch about the
sort of
Bermuda
planes,
Triangle a while ago.
loads of
Apparently,
conversations
it's
and
just a zone that has particularly
obviously that
harsh
country didn't
weather
fall.
He
conditions.
learned a lot about that. I learned a lot about American history.
Probably
through
why
London
so
Times
much shit
Fire
crashed
by
there.
Joel.
Again, most
So-
of my knowledge of the sort of Tsarist Russia comes from Rasputin.
Like, there's a bunch
by,
of like
Boney
different
M.
fronts
Yeah.
and
He
shit
was
going
the
in
11th
there,
Russian
and the
president.
reason
Yeah,
that like
yeah. They shot him till he
like
was
compasses
dead,
and that haven't
which
worked
is,
is because
you know,
like
go on.
it's to do with like weather conditions and stuff.
Sort of,
That's all about the
bit
bollocks.
of an
Oh, that's what I reckon anyway.
lets out methane gas. Apparently, if methane
Well, I
gas-
mean,
if
it's
you were swimming
the
out
only
in
right
the
answer, really, isn't it?
and there was like an
You think
earthquake, some methane
Fucking
in it,
Ghost of the
you
Pirates of
can't
the
swim,
Caribbean
you
and
sink,
doing stuff.
even if you're a good swimmer.
What happens if you're two lads from your school, and they
Big heads.
that's a
Minus
that's like
one
a
hand
buoy,
size.
so you can see they're a mile off,
Shit.
and their webbed hands would get them into shore.
Because they did actually
Mm.
say even if you're wearing a
Just
life
need a
jacket,
jack.
if the water's full of methane,
You
right,
son of
just
a
sink.
you
bitch.
just sink. So what it's saying is boats have gone across the sea, got a load of methane in the sea, and the boat just sinks.
All the road disagree. Oh, definitely. There'll be a conspiracy.
Sort of floaty things
Could
on.
be.
That'll be the sort they've landed in the sea,
Right.
and methane's coming.
Well, sorry, Carl. What did the documentary say? Not I
Yeah,
imagine.
your hypothesis might be one
Yeah.
thing.
What
No,
did they
didn't-
say on the
They
documentary?
didn't cover that bit. They didn't,
Didn't
do
cover
the
the planes.
They didn't do the planes.
Something else they said about it though.
Go on.
Loch Ness,
Mhm.
the monster,
Sure.
probably doesn't exist.
Okay.
What
Oh.
it is,
Interesting. Hold on. Interesting. Oh, interesting.
Is-
What they thought the Knock Ness probably didn't exist.
Curious viewpoint.
Hold on. What proof have they got for that, Carl? How can they go around saying stupid things like that?
it's methane.
Right.
I
in
like
Loch
that.
People have seen. What's the lake? It's in.
Loch Ness.
It being the
methane.
Loch Ness monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where it lives. That's how it finds its way home.
That's certainly the clue.
Yeah,
Again, Carl,
yeah,
that's the clue.
Yeah, it's good. And if it's wondering, it goes, excuse me, would you know where Andy and the Loch Ness monster? Where would I be going? Oh, you'd be going to Loch Ness if that's your home. It's way over there, you
So
big
anyway,
monster, you.
So the bubbles and the methane, bubbles out the water.
Yeah.
People think,
Oi,
monster.
go on a lot,
But it's
Ness.
not. It's just water shooting
Ah,
through the bubbles.
fuck.
Well, that's
Really,
two of the
the
great
funny
mysteries
bastard.
of the universe solved by Carl P on a Saturday afternoon.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
So that makes me think a lot of things. So you know, when mediums are sort of like going, "Oh, I've got something coming through." Do you think they are
Ooh.
exhaling a lot of methane gas, and thus making them not think straight? Do you think everything's down to methane gas? Do you think that all the mysteries of the universe are down to methane gas, Carl? What did it say in the documentary you saw?
About what?
What was the budgie happy? We know that budgie was sad. Was it in a room? Because they used to take canaries down the mines, didn't they? They used to take canaries down the mines. They'd smell the methane, and then the budgie would be happy.
I'm not going to teach you anymore.
Play record. So we introduce this, shouldn't I? Oh, it's Beatles, Long and Winding Road.
Smooth. Are we getting paid for this?
Our Freaks Electric, Richard X and the Sugar Babes on XFM 104.9. Well, nearly through. We've had a few laughs again,
Yep.
a few tears.
Absolutely, as always.
You oh, excuse me, and don't be alarmed. I look quite frightening, but I'm merely a nice monster. I seem to have lost my way home. Could you just direct me in the right direction?
Nice to meet you. Yeah, Carl Pilkington.
Aye.
What's your name?
Why do you need to know my name?
Well, it might help me to find out where you come from.
Oh, my name's the Loch Ness Monster.
Okay, all right. Give me a second. What was your name again?
Loch Ness Monster.
See, this is what I mean. When you came in, you're all over me, like a rash.
Being nice to you.
Yeah. Gets towards the end. Nasty.
It's the phone. Answer it. See who it is.
Can you give us a second, listeners? Just amuse yourselves for a moment.
Who
We're
is
just
it?
speaking to Carl's just on the phone there, speaking to someone. We'll just keep you abreast of who that is.
Who is it?
Damn, new run.
Just,
New run, new vape.
I am, yeah.
Let's go.
But I don't want to say it now.
One last run.
Well, I've
Last
got
one.
one person now. I don't wanna
Last
say
two,
it.
three. Last three.
Performs live at different venues around the
Yeah.
country.
Okay.
So while those two take care of business.
Maybe I should call in sick tomorrow
Alright, guys, have you finished that private call?
and just play
Jeez, that
till.
was outrageous. You
4
know you're a
a.m.
fan of Feng Shui, Carl, and you believe it's all true. I just run this one past you just on the off chance.
Yeah.
Because it maybe that you change your opinion slightly.
Yeah.
Feng Shui teaches you to use your environment wisely.
Sure.
If your land and the surrounding area is undulating, it's said to house auspicious dragons. When land is flat and featureless, the dragon is missing, and the land is said to be less auspicious.
Excuse me, they call me the Brixton Dragon.
Sure.
I seem to have lost my way. I know it's South London somewhere, but could you help me find my home?
What's your name?
Well, they call me the Brixton Dragon.
Right, where are you from?
I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Oh, the Cayman. So does that make you query it at all, the dragon?
I'm not into it that much.
Right,
I'm
sure.
just saying that if you have your head at one end of the bed rather than the other, it might make a difference to your night's sleep.
It's not so much
Sure.
Feng Shui, though, is it, as sort of good advice,
Hmm.
generally? When you went
It's
home...
like, don't sleep on the end of a spike near a cliff.
Good
I mean,
advice.
that's good advice, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you went home and the house was full of women, why did you sleep on the sofa? Why did you not pop upstairs and sort of...
Into a warm bed.
Yeah, with a woman.
Who's hooked? Yeah, but you've done me in, Winks.
Is your brother
This is
still sort of
bloody
happy
brilliant.
to spend a party?
I need it for the iPad so I can sit there and watch
Where's he
maths
living,
while I play.
What's his name?
Mark.
It's not. He's not known as like Moss Side Mark.
Because that could be a
Or-
clue.
10 Dawlish Road Mark.
He's never out of prison long enough to get a nickname.
Hey,
Really?
steady on. It's getting a bit heavy, isn't it?
God. Is this what's motivated a lot of your anxiety?
It's on Switch.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
We always
That's
go
alright.
a bit too far, don't we?
They're a bit dark at the end of the show.
I know. Well, it's,
Oh.
well.
Yeah, it'd be good for that actually.
Oh, Pete wanting a little bit of Muse. Yeah, if Pete wants it. I mean, I'm not a big fan. I don't mind Muse.
No cross
I've
progression,
still
yeah.
got over them doing that summertime song. What was it called?
Nina Simone cover, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, listen, let's not bring the show down.
No.
Let's play Muse, and then we'll be
Pete
pretty
in
much
South
finished.
Kensington. Plug in, baby.
Let's enjoy it.
Star Sailor and Poor Misguided Fool. With me, Steve Merchant, and Carl
Oh,
Pilkington.
fuck.
K-Man, round of applause for K-Man.
Yeah.
But no one's announced who you are.
Ricky Gervais.
Ricky
It's
Gervais.
XFM 104.9.
Uh,
Afternoon. I didn't know that. I don't know why I mentioned it. That was stupid, really. You must know that by now.
Well, we've got some great things coming up.
We have
haven't
indeed.
We've got songs, chat, and things.
We'll also, of course, be running through the White Van Man questions from the Sun again, but this time Carl will be answering them. I look forward to that.
Yeah.
Can we do that fairly soon?
Oh,
There's some good questions this week.
yeah, we will, but as I was coming in, there was like a bunch of posh lads, I think university students, trying to get in, because they're doing one of those scavenger hunts. They have to get points for charity and do stuff, and one of theirs is get on a live radio show.
Right.
So I sort of felt sorry for them, so I said they could come on here, just for 5 minutes.
Who are
that's
they?
all right. They're just,
Are they toffs?
they are sort of like toffs, but they're trendy toffs. They're obviously...
Trendy toffs? I don't
Yeah.
know. Is that like Lady Victoria Hervey? Is she a
No,
trendy
I don't mean that. No, they're both sort of like that. Will of Pop Idol.
Right.
They like him, sort of like trendy but posh.
Okay.
They seem nice enough, and they're doing it. They're doing it for a cancer charity, and they just get.
They've got, for what is it, like they got their sponsor to do various
Exactly. I
charities.
don't know quite how it works, but they're gonna come on and because we get for coming on this live radio show, they get 17,000 points.
Right, good.
If I can put that in context,
Yep.
if they were to say to help deliver a baby, they only get 7,250
Well,
points.
but it's much easier.
It is. There's lots of women just
Happily gonna
dropping
let a couple of
sprogs
posh
all
boys.
over the place. You can't get on a live radio show these days for love nor money.
That's true
You
enough.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
When are they coming in?
Carl said they're going to
1:30 I had a word with them.
Okay, what
and,
did you make?
they are posh,
Really?
but they said they're going to wander about and go and see if they can deliver a baby and that, and then come back here for 1:30. And I don't know if it how many
I hope they don't
points-
like leave a baby sort of half out. You know, if they've got it. You know, they're push. Sorry, we're gonna have to shoot off. We've got to go and see.
We've got to play an instrument in a marching band for 8,500 points.
Well, I did say be here definitely at 1:30 because I don't want you getting in the way of the white van questions.
And
Sure,
the other thing is, right, they get 7,500 points for delivering a baby, but they get 9,000 points if they cut Peter Stringfellow's hair.
Well, he's very
It's-
precious about his hair.
It's a more delicate operation, isn't it?
Absolutely.
There's more that can go wrong.
That's screwing up.
Take an unconventional animal for a walk in a park. What is an unconventional
animal?
I think that could be a dog that just doesn't play by the rules.
Yeah, that's a dog that's into Slipknot.
Yeah, that wheeze in a urinal.
Yeah, exactly.
Standing up.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward
Well,
to
yeah,
that.
I'm sure they're lovely guys. Good luck to them.
Yeah, we'll see you later. Nirvana, Man Who Sold the World. I was all confused because it didn't tell you it was ended, did it? What is that then? Is that a sort of glitch in the...
Just applause, isn't it?
I
Careful,
can't
they
hear
might start swearing. You know what they're like.
Yeah.
Rock stars.
it. Yeah,
Their blue language.
yeah, and all their habits and all that.
Oh.
Yeah, like it says track ending now. It's a bit
Stop
late now,
talking
innit?
about it. That's you're giving away all your secrets. People think it's like an old piece of vinyl that we've put on a needle, you know, like those old bits of footage of Tony Blackburn. That's what they think it's like. They don't realise there's computers doing it all.
Yeah.
Rick, you're showing them behind the curtain. Never do that.
I won't.
Never do that, mate.
In the week, I called Carl up. I said, "How are you, mate?" He went, "Not too bad." Now, as you know, his girlfriend's been away for ages, hasn't she? Covering the World Cup, the African
Nations.
Cup. She's a sports journalist.
Well, yeah.
All right. Okay.
I love the fact you're thinking, what does that mean? Like, well, she's not much of a journalist, Rick. To be honest. I've read some of her stuff.
No, but she's not there. She does
Behind the scenes.
stuff.
Yeah. Not a journalist, you want to make it clear, you're not going out with Kate Adie. That's what you want to make clear, isn't it? Yeah. Now, so she'd seen none of the meteoric rise of Carl as
Right,
a
'cause
broadcaster,
she's been away for the whole time
a
since you've sort of
raconteur,
become...
a wit, a cult figure, to be honest. And he hadn't told her this, so apparently he went home and she was sitting there looking a bit grumpy. He went, "All right," she went, "Yeah." She went, "Should we go out then?" She went, "I'm not sure I want to go out with an idiot." Right?
Oh, no!
Yeah, and she went, "Loch Ness Monster. Why don't you just think? Of course the Loch Ness Monster lives in Loch Ness." And she was giving a bit of a hard time. And she went, "That's why I don't." He said, "That's why I didn't tell her. I didn't tell her really." Same thing happened when I was at school and I had to play drums in Little Donkey. I didn't tell my parents, right? But my dad turned up anyway. And what happened?
He
How old were you, Carl?
well, it was the school that I used to go to.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
So
Oh
secondary-
yeah. You went.
what,
Well, you used to go to the school you used to go to.
No, but what I mean
Go
is,
on.
I didn't go to secondary, did I? So I missed a lot of that.
Sure.
But primary, I liked.
Oh,
It was
okay.
all colouring in and stuff.
Yep.
And it was a Christmas play, and I managed to get a part in it. And,
Did you audition?
got a part in it, and I should have been playing the drums to the one about Kings.
We Three Kings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was meant to be doing that, but Little Donkey came on, and it was one of those.
What do you mean came on?
That was like next up on the next song,
Right.
and it's one of them songs that you can't help sort of.
Tapping along to.
Yeah. Do you know like if I was to go
Yeah, you'd have to finish it with...
yeah. Do you know that they actually send that into space?
Do they?
And
What, hoping that aliens will respond with that?
yeah, they do that because apparently it is one of the things that you can't help.
What, even if you're an alien life form?
Yeah.
They know that, do they?
But anyway.
What, because they watch Star Trek or something?
Hello. Knock knock.
Seriously.
Is it true, like, if you
Who's
send
there?
out knock knock into space, you have to...
Knock, knock.
Oggy, oggy, oggy. Oh, that is great. Look.
Seriously.
Oh, hold on. What's something out there? Was it a little green fella? That is great.
Yeah. So anyway,
That is
Little
fantastic.
Donkey is like one of them tunes that you can't. And I was there, and they had the drumstick. And
The drumstick.
I could feel myself. And anyway,
Just wanting to do it, yeah.
I started going along and playing Little Donkey, which I wasn't meant to do, but it went down such a storm.
What, were there people like parents and that dozing off, and then suddenly they heard your version of Little Donkey, they thought, wait a minute, now it's really picking up.
What do you mean?
I'm glad we paid £1.50 for this.
What do you mean it went down such a storm? They're going, hold on, was it like when
People have
Ringo...
lighters in the air.
It was like when Ringo joined the Beatles, now going,
Yeah.
boo, Pete Best, but he went,
Yeah,
and they went, whoa! Oh,
No,
God.
but the teacher just said, oh, it went down really well, you can do that again tonight,
Right.
when you're in it again. But anyway, so my dad was there,
And you hadn't told him about this performance, so
no,
he
I
just
never
turned
did.
up off his own back.
I never took the lighters home and stuff to
No.
show my mum and dad, because it just put me off. So, anyway, he turned up, don't know why, he must have heard from someone else's dad.
Yeah.
He turned up, and he swore about me.
Did he?
I don't...
Could you
Do you
use
think
a word
it's
that's...
allowed to be said? The word?
Of course it is.
Right. If you got a kid in the car or anything, you can turn it down. No, he said, there was a guy stood next to him with a camera, big video camera, filming it, and he said, "Yeah, film it, but try and avoid getting the twat in the hat in the shot, because I had one of those porters, you know, the little round pork pie hats on.
Right.
This is so
What?
sad.
What was this a nativity play?
It was about Jesus and stuff.
Yeah, well, there was a porter there helping with his
Of course
bags.
there was. I forgot.
I
yeah.
mean, Mary and
What,
Joseph,
managing the
they got
stable?
there. Yeah, because
Sure.
it was the hope, you know, because the inn was full.
Yes.
But I think the porter doubled up with the inn and the stable.
Right, that was nice.
So
of
he,
him.
yeah,
He
yeah,
carry bags over. Yeah.
yeah, no, so yeah.
You're right though, I don't know why I was wearing one of them, but I was.
And your father said that. And how did you know your father said that? Did you
he
hear
told me
it?
about it later.
Oh, he told you about it later.
Yeah, I was talking about stuff I'd done at school, and he said, "Oh God, remember that?" And I spoke to him the other day about it,
Right.
and yeah,
Oh, God.
shame. Have
So
you
that
ever-
was the end of your sort of drumming career, really, because it could have been. I mean, you know, the audience loved it the night before.
Yeah.
You could have like been like, who knows, a whole new world for you.
Yeah,
Have
that
you
is.
done any stuff?
I never drummed. I wish I had. Man. I wish
But
I had.
that is
That's a moving story. But
is that, and that's why you don't, and you don't tell, you still, your mum and dad don't know you on the radio, do
they
they?
think when they were down the other weekend, they had to come in here. I just said, "Oh, I'll just go in and press the buttons."
Because they could listen on Sky Digital, couldn't they?
They could do.
But you wouldn't want that, would you?
I don't want that.
No. Play a
Carl-
record, and I want to talk to you again a little bit about this later.
Right.
Princess Superstar, Bad Babysitter, first played on this show by Steve Merchant, by Bad Steve Merchant,
that's true. enough.
by Steve Scratch Merchant.
That's
I
right.
mean, I still like that, but the videos put me off it a little bit because it's just, it makes it into the novelty record it always had the potential of being. Do you know what I mean?
I agree. Although I was never a big fan of Bad Babysitter was not my favourite from the album.
Sure. Sure.
If people want my interest and my views on hip hop, then they can always email in, Rick, of course.
Or call you at home.
Just give me a ring at home, no problem.
Yeah.
Or I just pop out and hang with them.
Yeah.
Hood.
Yeah, sure,
You know,
sure,
so,
sure.
yeah.
Now it's time for White Van Man.
Yes,
Just
for those
explain what it is.
that don't buy the Sun, they think it's beneath them. White Van Man is a column they have, I think, every day actually, and they just get sort of some, Joe Public to kind of comment on
Sure.
the week's news. Just seems to me, that,
You know what it is? I always feel like I'm just
Yeah.
a tweak away
Not because
from
we
having
can't
like
think
a real
that
good
far,
setup
I've
and then
got
I
my
blow it.
sort of viewpoint.
Also realizing how
It's
good
also
my
different
last
to some people.
my lucky run was,
like an artist does, or-
and I should have spent more of my money.
Do you feel that you're up to scratch on this week's news?
I don't like this bit.
Really?
Just relax.
Why not?
It's pressure.
No, because you
It's
just
not,
have
but
to give
it's
us your first opinion.
Well, that's excellent.
That's all we've ever asked of you, Carl, and it's all you've ever given us. You're honest, you're first from the heart
Go on.
view, yeah?
All
Don't
right.
worry, just relax.
Just chill out.
Are you worried that people are listening and thinking you're an idiot?
If my girlfriend's listening now, go and have a wash or something.
Go and have a wash.
Not
or
very
something.
nice, is it? Is it the opposite of Napoleon and Josephine? Yeah, go on, go on. If you're going to visit me again, Josephine, for Christ's sake, wash.
Well, I'll ease you in with something fairly easy, a music-based question. Kylie Minogue versus Dido as Queen of the Brits. What's your view there?
Go and have a wash.
It doesn't really matter, does it?
What does it really matter?
With the Brits, I was watching it the other night, and I think Kylie will be a good-looking old woman.
Ah!
Do you ever do
Oh,
that sort of
I
say
want
people?
to, Steve. I want to celebrate with you. Every time he opens his mouth, it doesn't matter. I want us to open a bottle of champagne.
I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean? It's sort of like
Yeah.
we did that.
Yes.
No,
You
do you,
know-
do
go
you
on.
ever do that though? Look at people, and another person who springs to mind, Jenny Powell. I don't think she's that good looking now.
Who's Jenny Powell? Is she that girl that used to be the assistant on Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah.
John Leslie?
Yeah, I think she's a bit over the top for a young woman, but when she gets older, I think she'll look
Be a bit of a
nice.
stunner.
Mm.
Okay. So for you, Kylie Minogue, whereas you don't feel that about Dido, is that right?
She's alright, she's normal. I prefer Kylie's sister to Kylie. She
Okay.
looks, I can imagine her being a hard work to live with and
Who, Kylie?
not
Right.
doing washing up and that. and
Right, sure.
being a bit
Right,
fussy.
Okay. And what do you make
Ah,
of
damn it, I fucked it.
taxes rising in the next budget to pay for NHS improvements?
Well, my dad went to
Oh,
hospital to
there you go.
so I feel like it's worth paying because
Because people might have to go to hospital.
Well, it makes a change when it's someone in your family, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because you sort of realised.
Yeah,
how
changed
it
as good as the rest.
And the weird thing is, if it weren't for my dad, I wouldn't be here doing this show, because when he was in hospital...
Well, no, I'll stop you there.
Yeah.
To be honest, that's
If
all
it
you need to
weren't for your
know.
dad, You wouldn't be here. True, but no, but
Well, no, because this was after I was born. So I would be here.
his more direct involvement was what?
Yeah, because when my mum was seeing my dad in
Yeah.
the hospital, I got a bit bored, went for a wander, found the hospital radio station,
Yeah.
and got a gig.
Really?
So, in a real sense, if it wasn't for Carl's dad, Carl wouldn't be here.
And did your dad, like, while he was listening to you, did he, like, sort of tap the nurse and go, can you get that 12 off the air?
Who's put him in that app?
Yeah.
Oh, go on.
Okay, what do you make of the real-life Mowgli who's surviving in a Transylvanian countryside, apparently? I don't know much about this story.
I don't know.
You know Mowgli, he's
Is
the
that
guy
one
from
of
the
them?
Jungle Book.
Yeah.
The little kid that grew up with bears and animals and stuff. Apparently there's a real-life one in Transylvania.
What were the things in Gremlins?
What were the what? In Gremlins they were...
Well,
they were
wait.
gremlins.
Okay, this is an example. This is what your girlfriend said. Think. What were the things in Gremlins called?
I can't remember.
Just, I mean,
It's
really.
something like that, isn't it?
No, wait. Just really think now, Carl. Just with everything you've ever, with all the brain power you've ever used, think what the things in Gremlins are called.
It's not there.
There's a clue here.
Oh no.
Yeah.
They're not.
What?
Gremlins.
Yeah.
Play a record, Carl.
This is XFM.
Well, we're back, and there's a few more people here.
It's absolutely well done.
Yeah, yeah,
Well observed.
yeah. Do you want to say hello?
Hi guys.
And what are you doing here?
This is Mark and James, or Sco and Belch, and we're here.
Sorry, your name's what?
Sorry, say the last bit again. Or what?
Sco and Belch.
Sco and Belch?
Yeah, that's right.
Do you want to explain that?
No.
No, from the
Long
drinking
story.
games, I imagine.
Yeah.
From the drinking games, I imagine.
No, you're the students.
Oh, God.
We've been working for about a year or so.
And what do you do?
Fucking idiot.
Work for a management
Oh,
consultancy.
heart cards are debuffed.
Company up in
Well, okay.
So,
Now,
very
what you're doing is a scavenger hunt, and you're grazing for cancer charity.
cancer research.
Right,
Yeah.
and you've got to do, and this is, we're just helping you out here because for 17,000 points you have to get live on a TV or radio show.
That's exactly it.
So
and
here we are.
That's why we're here. Yeah.
Do you ever listen to XFM?
I know of it. Yeah. I listened to it a few times.
Sure. What kind of music, what kind of sounds would you normally be into?
I
all
love
stuff.
cheesy radio, sort of school disco, sort of 80s
Right,
stuff.
Sure. Sorry, what was your name again?
Mark or Scope.
Scout. Okay.
Yeah.
And your
Belch.
Belch. What sort of sounds would you be moving to, Belch?
Cheesy.
UK Garage?
Well,
Craig David.
a bit of house, just very occasionally. A bit of cheese. It depends what kind of mood I'm in. You know?
Now, you don't listen much, but you I mean, kiss a celeb, because Carl...
Yeah, we actually want to do that with you, Ricky. Is that all right?
That's not going to happen
Okay.
with Ricky, but you know Carl's now got his name mentioned in Heat magazine.
Is that right? Well,
So
that's
if you want to
brilliant.
snog Carl, we'd love to see that.
I mean, we don't want to snog Carl, but I mean, we were thinking if there was kind of a female presenter here, we might be able to do something. But
What are you saying?
A female placenta?
well, if you've got one.
Have you seen some of the female presenters that work on XFM?
Oh, placenta.
Is that why they're on radio?
I thought you said placenta.
That's unlikely.
I know. Right, now, what's the other things you've got to do here?
So what's some of the things you've done already?
Well,
See, some of these worry me, like start a fire in Pudding Lane
Oh, we've done that already.
for 4,700 points.
well, I tell you what we have done. We've been on Phantom of the Opera stage already.
Have you?
Yeah, we just asked the stage door guy. And,
That wasn't during the show, I see.
No.
in actual fact, he actually mentioned that we shouldn't speak about that too.
Otherwise he'll get
Beyond
sacked.
the stage,
Exact. But yeah, he was really kind. Let us on.
We jumped in Trafalgar Square Water with doing a sort of Friends impersonation, so that was
Right.
How many points
pretty
did you get
cold.
for that?
We got 2,000 points for that. We got
Right.
8,000 points for being on the stage at Phantom of the Opera, and we get double that. We get like 18,000 points, which is almost the maximum for being here right now.
Really?
So that's
Yeah, well,
absolutely great.
Honestly, I wouldn't worry about the little things. I'd go for the big.
Yeah, that's it.
bucks
We're not,
here.
we're not interested in the little stuff. We want to go for the big stuff.
Yeah.
So what the big ones are? Get on stage with S Club 7. That's not going to happen, is it? When have you got till 6 today?
Well,
Yeah.
S Club 7 are on at the London Arena at about 2 o'clock. So,
Good luck.
but
Okay.
I think it's gonna be very, very difficult to get on there. But we never
I
know.
think so. Yeah. Get in the vaults of a bank.
Yeah, you got
See,
any
some of these are bordering on the illegal. That's 20,000 points for that.
Have you seen
like
that?
getting a cage at London Zoo. Don't do that. I mean, there's 10,000 points, but don't do it unless it's a penguin cage.
Well, that's what we were hoping. Just some kind of timid animal we might be alright with. You know?
Yeah, sure.
If anyone's got any good ideas for sort of funky things to do on air, then
Okay, well if you leave your number and anyone calls in, they can help you. Then
Well, maybe some of S Club 7
Yeah.
are listening.
Or
let's hope so, because
or
I mean we love
if,
them to
if
bits.
they are, it is for charity, and the points get awarded into money for colon cancer research. So it'd be absolutely fantastic if we could.
Yeah, so Bradley, John, Tina, if you're listening.
Yeah, if you're listening, or any celebrity out there who's a female celebrity, we need to snog them. It doesn't
Hold
need to be a
on,
long
wait a
snog,
minute,
yeah,
wait a minute.
but if we can, that'd be great.
This is good for 7,000 points. This looks like a good one. Play the organ in a church. That must be easy.
Is that a metaphor?
Yeah, but you know what church people are like. They
It
might
says
as
the
well
bigger
get-
the better, so it might be.
That's got to be euphemism.
Yeah, it's got to be, hasn't it? Yeah. Well, thanks very much. Good luck.
Good luck, guys.
Guys,
Get
thanks
an
very much.
Thank you
arrangement
very much.
standing outside Les Mis looking Miz.
That's going to happen.
That's good.
Man, a big gun type thing on the HMS Belfast.
That won't
Well, we've
happen.
got a big gun. It's just finding the boat, which is the problem.
Oh,
so.
calm down. What was your name? Bo? Poe?
No.
Poe?
Let's go.
Go. Thanks very much.
Guys, thank you
Cheers.
very, very
Thank you
much.
very
Cheers,
much.
guys.
Cheers. Bye. The streets, let's push things forward on XFM 104.9, the home of charity.
That's true enough.
Yeah, I've got to slow down because I'm doing a little bit too much for charity. I've got to worry about myself sooner or later. Do you know what I mean? No, come on. We're halfway through White Van Man.
We were
Before
indeed, yes.
Those lads came in.
Getting Carl's views on some of the big stories of the week
Yeah.
from the news. Carl, what do you make of the fact that the British Olympic curling team won a gold medal?
I watched it.
Damn. Got no good rolls.
The only thing that's getting on my nerves now is like, what was that?
Is that a trombone player just sneaked in?
That was me moving this microphone.
Right. I'm sorry.
Incredible, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What an amazing noise.
The only thing is,
That shouldn't sound like that, should it? That's incredible. What a shoddy tin pot station this is.
Well, we know that.
Sorry, Carl.
Go on.
is like in all the papers now, in like the, the Star and the Sun all week, there's been like traipsing models over a bit of granite. Do you know like how those things are made out of granite, the things they throw?
Oh yeah.
And it just that bit annoys me.
Okay.
The
What,
way
the
that,
Daily Star?
No, the way that this sport nobody had ever sort of heard of it before.
Yeah, yeah.
They win a gold medal. And then the papers, it's
They've
like,
gone crazy. They've gone
oh,
curling
no,
mad.
Yeah.
Good game though.
Good. Okay, next.
All right, good. Let me see. What about the fact that the world's tallest man is living in a semi in Neasden?
It's alright, isn't it? Something that someone told me in the week is that, do you know all these tall people like this guy?
Yeah.
Which is a bit weird they've only just found him considering he's the tallest man. I think that's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Someone
Oh,
told
genius.
me that, do you know the guy who was in James Bond, the big bloke?
Yes.
Jaws.
Jaws? He's got the same illness as this bloke.
Right.
And what it is,
It's called tall.
is something about...
You're suffering from tall.
You've got a small tumour or something just behind this part of your head,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
just sort of in the middle of your eyes.
Yeah.
And the pressure on that makes you grow really tall or something.
Yeah.
So he needs to get it sorted.
That's your advice to him. Get it sorted. Okay, very finally, Carl, this is important. This is just projecting into the future. Just projecting into the future now, K-Man. Apparently, global warming will bring sizzling summers and weird wildlife to Great Britain in the future. Are you worried about that?
How soon?
Soon enough for you to worry.
Yeah, it's pretty worrying.
Okay.
Um,
You wouldn't prefer it to be sunny here?
no, because with hot weather comes with spiders and that. See, I always think we're quite lucky.
Gives
Yeah.
a copy of the
Australia,
next
you've got the
selected
sun and stuff,
tag.
but you've got like deadly snakes,
Yes.
which are death. Did you know snakes are death?
Snakes are death.
They don't have ears.
Okay.
So you're all right walking about behind them.
But if they see you ahead of you,
you
you're in
know.
trouble.
But yeah, with places like Australia, people go, oh, it's great, it's sunny, but they don't talk about spiders and
They keep the spiders.
lizards
Yeah.
and stuff.
Cool.
So I think we've got a bit of both the best worlds.
So you're worried though about in the future, vultures flying through the sky, we've got various creepy crawly snakes. You concerned
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah, well, there's a load. I saw something in the news in the week that a load of sparrows or something was somewhere. maybe that's the start.
That's an interesting story.
Was that front page or? There's a load of sparrows somewhere.
No, about
Read all about it. Sparrows somewhere.
Some sparrows somewhere.
Sparrows somewhere.
Load of sparrows somewhere.
Sparrows somewhere.
there you go. Anyway,
Excellent. That's
Thank you
great.
very
That's
much, Carl.
that's Carl giving his views on the news.
don't do that next week.
Why not? Why?
Pressure.
It's not pressure. You did brilliantly. Lost Profits there on XFM 104.
That's so sad song. I know, I love them.
Good, but it's called The Fake Sound of Progress.
I know.
What?
See, what always annoys me is when people they dismiss, say Enrique Iglesias, current #1, a great song,
Good video.
brilliant video, and they say, oh, it's rubbish and all that. But I think that songs with titles like A Fake Sound of Progress,
Yeah.
much more something to get on your hobby horse about.
What
I
has
think.
happened in that
Bad
video?
lyrics by good artists is always worse than I
If
think
you're
a recording
listening,
song.
or if you work for the record company, or you worked on that video, because he's got the money and the girl, and then Mickey Rourke beats him up, right, at a fight, you just see him knock him over, and then it cuts, and the next scene, it's night, it's not in the desert, there's loads of police cars, they're not doing anything,
They're just standing
and
around,
somehow he's
probably eating donuts.
he's dying of injuries, but I don't know what happened. What has happened in that video?
I think if you heard the 12-inch mix, there's a whole bunch of other sequences that explain what happened.
Yeah, I mean, we'll think that he stole the girl off Mickey
I
Rourke
think he
and
stole the girl off Mickey Rourke,
Yeah.
as well as some money.
some money, yeah,
Mickey's tracked him down,
yeah.
and he's thinking, I'm going to stop running, I'm going to face Mickey this time. He
And
does, and then boom, you're right, it cuts, and suddenly the police have
Yeah.
shot him or
I
something.
don't know where
He's
they are.
Don't know. The police don't seem to be leaving him to die in their arms.
See, I thought that they'd called the police because the sort of like the melee, but Mickey Rourke's off with his gang. The police are going, well, where are they? There's no evidence. They go, well, look, he's dying. They're going, but how did he die?
Yeah.
How is he dying? He's a bit wet for the
Knowing Rourke though, Rick, I imagine he's stitched Enrique up. I reckon he's framed him or something.
Or he's no sort of like ninja stuff, and there's lots of internal injuries that
Yeah.
aren't immediately
Anyone,
visible
if you were involved with perhaps the making of that video, or indeed you are Enrique Iglesias, give us a ring.
if you're around.
Come on,
Boo.
just fill us in.
I'd rather play some adverts now.
I'd love to play some adverts, Rick, but I'll say this. I'd also like to tell the listeners that coming very soon on XFM, some huge news about Carl
It is.
that will rock
It'll
the
be like
capital.
Pop Idol. It's going to be an ongoing saga. Going in, shot. Good track, good band. But I'll tell you what, in the second hour, I just want to play classics.
I'd love to hear a bloody
I want to play
classic,
some Cure, New Order, Smith.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? Some, we played Nirvana earlier, but it's not enough for me, Steve.
mate. No, you need
I
your
want-
fix.
I want. I do. Well, it's that point in the show now. Song for the Lovers. One of my favourite singers. Probably one of the most beautiful singer-songwriters of all time.
Well, you don't mean that like you don't mean that he's a good-looking bloke and you fancy him. I mean, I just want to clear that up, Rick, because otherwise,
That would, yeah.
what you mean is that the songs he writes are beautiful.
Yeah.
You can take or leave him as a bloke. Can't
Yeah,
you?
of
Imagine
course,
his
yeah.
physicality.
And I've got, and he's written such brilliant classics with his lovely arse as. Oh, why did I say that? Why did I say that?
Rick? Because
Why did I
people
say
will
that?
listen and misinterpret.
Oh God. He wrote Galveston. He wrote Wichita Lineman. He
Land
wrote,
for the
he
cowboys.
wrote MacArthur Park. And just to tickle him down below. What? I don't know
are
what.
you saying there?
Thieves. And this is a song, one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard. It's off the album 10 Easy Pieces, which is just him doing the versions of other, that he gave to other people on piano. And this is called If These Old Walls Could Speak, and it is absolutely beautiful. Listen to this. If These Old Walls Could Speak by Jimmy Webb. Might play another track of that later if we've got time.
What today?
Yeah, well, maybe next week. We've got lots to pack in. We've got things like New Order, Cure.
I'm just hoping that all those kind of new metal fans, Rick, can just calm down for a second,
Yeah,
and just enjoy that for what it was.
yeah.
I hope their snobbery is not going to prevent them from enjoying
I
it.
hope they can just leave it alone for 2 hours for our show. because
Exactly.
We try and, we get lots of
Well, whilst
Stuff
you're
in.
talking about new metal, can I just say Ian Camfield is here tonight. He's
What?
moving from Fridays.
right. What the hell does he think he's doing?
He's just offering up information now.
No, it's just that you were talking about the new metalers. and now seems like a good time to
Carl,
sell.
listen, you're here for our amusement.
Yeah.
You don't sort of come in any time you want.
When we decide it's time to sort of have some fun at your expense, then we'll let you know. But
Yeah.
otherwise,
We're not here to help other DJs or even this station. We don't give a about this.
See, this is what my girlfriend said.
what's that?
Well, you should listen to her.
She knows what she's talking about
They
clearly. Now
just
put your
wheel you-
microphone down.
She said they just wheel you out when they need you.
Switch your microphone off, Carl, and let us finish what we were saying.
Right, just
What were
Yeah.
we saying, Rick?
Ian Canfield has got a rock show
Oh right, yeah.
starting today. 4 hours of pure
Rock.
Yeah, he's probably here smoking, drinking Jack Daniels, and just like having pictures of Vance put up around the room to get in the mood. Then they go out and rock. Carl, don't be silly. Turn your microphone on. We're joking. It was. Is that right? When's he on?
8 till 12 tonight, 4 hours of rock.
Lovely. Listen, some big classics coming up. Plus,
No,
huge
please play some
news
ads.
about
no,
Carl.
please, let's play some more ads.
Do you really want some
I'm
ads?
tired of the music and chat. Please play some more ads, Carl. Please.
Carl.
Christ's sake. Cure on XFM 104.9. That's what it's all about, Steve.
Absolutely classics.
Yeah, we've got some more classics coming up.
Ah, shit.
Now, when
Bottled
we're
it
talking to Carl
again.
in the week, the thing is we're talking to Carl is that you've come up with something that's sort of like quite innocent, and he goes, well, once, right? And you
Oh,
realise
yeah.
that it's comedy dynamite. He doesn't know it, but we want to go save it.
Oh, thank
and
God.
Even out, you were filling in a
Got out of
form,
it.
weren't you? It's all like your girlfriend thinking you're a div. And it's happened before, isn't it? Because she came home and you'd filled out a form to get a job once, hadn't you?
Yeah,
What was that for?
Granada Telly.
And on it,
Well, let Carl explain.
You see, this is what annoys me with job applications, because rather than just saying, do you want the job and what can you bring to this business?
yeah. Do you want the job? Is a good one.
Because the thing is,
That's sort of the one for the boys.
no, listen, right?
Because if they say no,
Yeah,
I don't think they want the job.
Yeah, but listen,
Go on.
I mean, I presume with what you do, you have to take people on and stuff.
What, in a fight, you mean?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it's more important that you're willing to graft and put the hours in.
Sure.
Than say that, you did well at school.
Yes,
Sure.
Because if I wanted to, I could have done well at school.
of course.
I just didn't want to.
So where's this going? So you had the application form.
So
You can
I
right
came
click
the
to deselect all and the high contrast is
Yeah,
superior. Oh, really?
qualifications. And it was also asking about your languages. And I put down English quite good.
English quite good.
And his girlfriend came
Brilliant.
home and seen the form that he'd sent off. This was a copy of it.
Yeah.
And
Ah, true.
You know what I mean? So that's what started.
Yeah,
The
they have them
So
in
they're going to get that and think that you're not.
like
I don't think I've
online
done
poker as well.
Right.
How long ago was it?
Oh, well, it was when I was
Shit,
young,
I remember all that. God damn.
5 years ago.
I don't think you would. No. No. I think you'd.
That could be a long list.
I mean, there's probably a lot of admin problems in that organisation, but they probably.
But
it's
what I meant by it is that, I can speak English, but I don't know all these long words that people use all the time.
Oh, God. Oh, can I just tell this quickly? In the week, I'm talking to you now, the listener. Usually I don't.
Yeah.
Carl said, about embarrassing him on air and that, and he's worried about his education, and he was worried about not knowing long words. Like we come up with any long words. And he said, no, I was scared.
Ah, damn it.
You were going to ask me something about.
You
something.
run.
His,
You
his
run.
His surname is Milosevic. And Carl said, so I learnt it this week and learnt it so you can't catch me out in case it's out. I said, what? And he said, he thought about it and he went, Flobodan Milosevic.
Got the surname right though, didn't it?
You
So
got
what's
the
his
surname
name?
right.
What's his name?
That's how Bill and Ben would address this leader.
How would they have said it?
Flobodan Milosevic.
What's his name?
Slobodan
Yeah.
Milosevic.
Well
Well
done.
done.
Anyway, Carl, look, you almost let it slip then as you were talking about your filling out that application form. There's some big news that everyone needs to know, which we were stunned by in the week. Although the more we sort of talk to you, the more it starts to fall into place.
Yeah.
But Carl, what's the story?
That I haven't got me exam results from the GCSEs.
He never turned up to get his exam
I was
results.
working.
And so, how many did you take in the end? Because you weren't even sure about that, were you? You think you took maths and English, don't you?
Yeah.
And
Did
you think you've handed in the artwork for art. don't
Now, art was continual assessment, wasn't it? Coursework. And what was the that you made?
I made a man sort of putting his arms into a car.
You've made a model of a man putting his arms into a car.
What was this?
So
Sort of
that
like-
one's passed.
Was
We
that
can
this,
take that
this
as
sort of
read.
homage to break-ins in Manchester? Was this? What was this? Oh look, he does what he sees.
Yeah.
So
So you've
what's
got
it-
that. That's safe. You've definitely got that one.
So you've taken art, you've taken English and maths, you think? So this is what we're going to do, listeners. We're going to try and find out his exam results for him and tell him next week.
live
we're
on
gonna,
air.
We're going to call his school, we're going to try and track him down, and we are going to have a little envelope, and we are going to give Carl, at the age of 29, his O-level results. GCSEs, yeah.
Now, Carl, so you took maths.
Yeah.
You think you took English. Do you remember turning up to do those? Do you remember sitting in the room filling in the forms?
Yeah.
Okay. And how did you feel you did?
I don't think I did well.
You don't think you did well? Did you revise?
No.
Why didn't you revise?
Because I don't really believe in it.
Okay.
Well, it's just that if you don't know it, then you don't know it. You shouldn't have to start looking at a book. If I went to like the hospital,
Yeah.
and the doctor said, "Oh, you need your appendix out," but hang on a minute, I've just got to read up on it.
Yeah.
That isn't good enough.
Okay.
He should know, and that's the way I feel about
To be
it.
fair though,
He did do the revision beforehand.
yeah, they don't usually pass on like maybe like when they're in practice.
Yeah.
7 years
Information
down
they
the
took in
line.
by osmosis.
Yeah, yeah, and the bloke comes in and goes, "Can I just see what you did with that?" And I goes, "You've passed."
Yeah.
Phew. That's a good one. Yeah.
Good job I watched Casualty.
I just like the way, the things that interest me, I remember. Things
Okay.
like snakes not having ears and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't have to read about that.
No, you just don't know.
You saw it on the telly, didn't you? You saw it on that Ian Wright programme.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is what Carl said to me. He said, it's actually, I called Carl up in the week, and Reese was with him. You know, Reese used to be on XFM,
Yeah,
and he took the phone, and he went, "Carl's worried, I've seen that programme." He said, "Snakes don't have ears, right?" He said, "So you can creep up on them and pick them up." And he said, "Carl's worried." He said, "How do you ever put them down again?" Because then they know that you're there.
I woke up the other night quite late,
Worried about that.
and I said to my girlfriend, I said, "How do you put a snake down?" She said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "That Ian Wright thing, this guy managed to pick up a snake. And do you know that thing where he throws his head on the jar to get the poison out?"
I do now.
Right? They did that, but they didn't show you how they got rid of it, and I thought it could really get nasty, because it's obviously annoyed that you've had its head pressed in the jar.
Yeah,
Right?
they hate that.
Now,
Especially as it's in front of their mates.
when you lift it off,
Yeah,
right, you've got hold of it.
yeah.
If you go to chuck it down, it's going to turn on you.
It's going to
isn't
go wild, isn't it?
it? So, I just wondered.
Well, what you do is you never put it down, Carl.
Yeah, that's why
That's what
that bloke has got about 11 or 12 just carrying him.
Exactly.
Yeah, he never put it down. You sling it.
It's so
Yeah.
classic,
Throw
isn't
it,
it?
don't you?
Yeah.
That's not that. I don't think you should throw.
But
snakes.
Carl, listen, don't worry. We're not asking
It's
you
so
to get involved
good.
with snakes. We're just asking you now. You've
Yeah.
done maths, you think? Did no revision for that.
No.
I get rid of all
English,
these, for
Do
fuck's
you remember
sake.
what it was? Did they ask you about Shakespeare? Did they ask you
I
about
can't
books?
remember, but I must have done it, because I thought that was
It was
important.
English language, not English literature, wasn't it? So it was
Was it
like.
spelling and all that?
So was it? No, was it like a comprehension? You read a passage and had to ask questions on it. Was it? Did you have
I
to
might
write a
not have
short
done English.
essay?
I don't know, I can't remember any of that.
Okay.
I did a science,
Okay. Physics or chemistry?
physics.
All right. Well done. And this is all you think? Any
You actually took that. You actually took physics GCSE. You think?
You're obliged to do a language, I think. Did you do French?
I did French for a bit.
I don't think you are. I don't think you have to do a
I
language.
think you have at GCSE. I think you've got to.
Well, English quite good. I think that's his language he did.
So you don't know about
I
language,
can't
history,
remember.
geography?
Just we'll find out, won't we?
Okay, but you just can't remember. I can't believe you can't remember turning up for these things, because it's quite a big moment in people's lives. It is
the
it is the
problem
thing
was-
that you've been working to all of your educational life.
On the day that the things came out, I was working at as a printer,
Okay.
and it was a really busy
A lot of
day.
spelling mistakes.
It was a really busy day, so you're bound to forget.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but I had to use gold ink that day.
Oh.
And it's,
Yeah,
I mean, you're
yeah,
not a
yeah,
printer,
yeah.
so you don't know. this,
No, that's the biggie, innit?
But it's really
That's the biggie, innit?
Can't play a record, mate. And good luck with the exam results. Hopefully, we'll have them for you by next week.
PJ Harvey on XFM 104.9, the home of the classics.
Absolutely.
Classics. Oggy.
Oi, oi, oi.
Well, we were talking earlier about this. As this book, They Died Young, right? And there's all these theories about these people, like famous people that aren't really dead. And I remember speaking to someone about this, okay? And they said to me, Bruce Lee is not dead. Right? They said he's not dead, right? And I went and said, well, how do you know? He's going, no, it was a whole big thing by the Hong Kong government, and he's actually working as an undercover cop in Hong Kong, using his kung fu powers. Now,
no, apparently he faked his own death, Carl,
Yeah.
so that he could work undercover for the Hong Kong
Yeah.
police, infiltrating gangs, the triads, that sort of thing.
Now, my point is this: if you're going to use someone undercover in Hong Kong, right? You know, an undercover cop. I suggest using the most famous Chinaman of all time. That would
that's
be
a guarantee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, when he's taking away a gang, they're going, you look a bit like Bruce Lee. He's going, no, I don't know. See this moustache?
It was a bit wonky.
Well, it's, just take my word for it. I'm not Bruce Lee, alright? Well, all that stuff you did when you were punching us and kicking us and chopping, yes. But, I'm not.
It does look a bit like stuff in my film, in his film.
In his films, yeah.
But it's not.
It's
It's just
not.
coincidence.
No, yeah.
The thing is, though, I'm not sounding bad here, not trying to offend anyone, but they do all look
Right!
They do
Okay.
all look.
No.
No, you know, we're having a serious chat.
Right.
I'm not, you know.
Oh,
I'm not-
Dave by Mr. Bones, praise
and what I'm
be.
saying is, over
Thank
here-
you, Mr.
I'm
Bones.
so sorry.
No, I'm not. Yeah, but you know me. I'm not out to upset
Right.
anyone.
Right.
You're not a racialist.
No.
What
So-
do you mean? Are you saying
What
Oriental
I'm
people
saying is-
all look alike?
Well, look at the people over here. Right?
Yeah.
You've got ginger
this-
people. You've got people with black hair. You've got people who are fat. People who are thin. But they're also sort of fit, which isn't a bad thing. They all do that sort of thing in the park. They're all fit.
The thing in the
Blades,
park.
black hair. I mean, when they come here, they take pictures of people with ginger hair, don't they? Because they don't get them over there. That's what I'm saying. Calm down. Please.
So you're saying that Bruce Lee, the most famous Chinese movie star of all
They
time,
can't tell him apart.
That's
other
ridiculous.
triad members would. How are they? I mean, how are they going about the business at all? I mean,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, how would they outline?
Yeah, like
Just
Pilates
what
or
they
some
have to do,
shit.
Wear numbers in, you know, because there's a billion
No, but
of them.
when you know them, then you know.
So what? Oh, I see. They can tell each other apart, can they?
Oof, that's a
they've got
straight flush.
signals. This is amazing, isn't it?
Simon, which one are you? Just raise your hand. Chang, which one's Chang? Chang, good.
Oh, it must be murder, mustn't it? Just people going into the wrong houses all the time, getting off their mates' wives.
Yeah, I know
It
exactly
must
what
be
you
a
mean.
nightmare.
It's like,
please
you know,
don't
they
complain.
do like the
Doesn't
weird
know what he's
poses,
doing.
like,
So I'm really sorry to anyone that's.
I love
He
that.
honestly does not know what he's saying. XFM 104.9.
Yeah, but what I'm
Oh, fucking hell, that's
I don't
funny.
think I am offending anyone.
Okay.
Quick, I had to Google, yeah.
And you know that won't
I
want to-
think
No, I know
that's
that.
the
Oh,
ability
I know.
I had in Skyrail.
So before you make any potentially racist remarks, just point out if you are listening and you might be Oriental.
Yeah.
Please don't take offence.
Or go. Oh.
You know what I mean. So
Yeah.
go on then. So what was this other dead person? He's not-
Carl, play a record. Ricky's having a heart attack. We'll come back.
XFM.
Well, the music of tomorrow is here.
That's true enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must have been some sort of muck up with the post.
Rick, a lot of the times when I've played Hip Hop Hooray, my hip hop track of the week,
Yeah.
you've sort of scoffed, you've thought that maybe I don't have credibility amongst the hip hop fraternity.
No, it's just the way you dance.
Well,
It's merely the way you dance that worries me, because people can't see it, really. And it's sort of like, imagine if Mr. Bean thought he was in D12. You know what I mean? It's that sort of. And I don't diss you. I mean, I know you're hip hop. You know,
I
just
wouldn't
an
expect you to
expert.
diss me. I'm a black queen. But the point is that there's a little something that Carl's got on tape for you that I think might change your opinion of my whole hip hop credibility.
Oh, no.
Now I've told you in the past,
Not
you
a
know,
videotape, is it?
not at all, not at all. Actually,
Oh.
Carl, just play it,
Yo, 1 2 1 2. We are the Dilated Peoples, chilling on Hip Hop Parade.
That's right.
With Steve Merchant, y'all. XFM 104.9. LA the legend, Dilated People expanding them all day.
Now,
Who got
How
that?
about
You did
that?
that, Carl.
that was just when I was hanging out with my homies.
Who did it? Did they come in the week?
They were in the week, I think, and somebody got them to do it for him.
You know, no, that was when I was just hanging in the crib with them. No.
That's very nice of them.
And the guy just laid down some beats for me. You
Yeah.
know, just laid down some vocals, and I gave him max respect for it. You know, and the place was mad deep with girls at the time.
I assume you're going to play Dilated Peoples this week then.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh god. Doesn't Ricky say like, if only they could see what you look like? Oh god.
Respect, guys. Cheers very much. Out of here. Yeah, guys, just maxing there. Lovely. Good to hear from them. Good to hear from the boys. I'll probably be heading over to LA, NYPD,
Steel.
and just you know, chilling with them.
I'd love them to meet you.
You're having a laugh.
I'd love them to meet you.
We would.
Yeah.
I know all the jive.
It's like a thing they do on MTV or actually like being Dilated Peoples, and
Yeah.
they come in, they make us three look
Yeah,
like
look
a
like
rap
Dilated
group. Wouldn't that be great?
Listen, I told you before. I've always remembered the words of Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Yeah.
Bitch is a bitch and a hoe's a hoe. But if a man be acting like a bitch, he's a bitch ass homie. All
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Those are the words from the
Sure.
street.
I would. It'd be like you two had won a competition or something. Do you know what I mean? Like that.
I just don't think you can believe it that I'd just be hanging out, you know, with
Sort
them
of like
in the crib.
people of courage, and you get a chance to meet your favourite. It'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Listen, we were talking earlier about the fact that Bruce Lee, and it's a well-known fact,
Yeah.
he faked his own death so he could continue his undercover police work, as
It-
opposed to being.
No one would. You know, it doesn't make a difference to anyone else.
He's
I was
got the
thinking somebody
banana.
recently who,
It's just exploded.
Utterly convinced, and you get this quite a lot, don't you? Especially
Fiction
now.
on Random. Yeah, you
Elvis
fuck
Presley's
you
still
fucked me
alive.
there, Wicks.
And I think, wasn't there some statistic like more people believed Elvis was alive than believed
Yes.
something like that?
No. No.
It
it's
heard
something
you.
worse than that.
It's exactly 4 cards. I wouldn't have thought so.
It was something like that.
Here's
It's
the
something
two
like,
selected
I don't know,
cards
something
to
like
malt
42%
cards.
of Americans
Yeah.
believe that Elvis Presley's faked his own death and is still
Yeah.
alive, right?
Yeah.
And there's this whole book that's been written about it.
25% off. Nah,
Nah,
we'll save it. We'll save
And,
it.
And that you don't have to
apparently-
revise yourself. You just learn off being right. Yeah.
But
I swear it
apparently,
fucking is. I've
Elvis
got another
Presley
two legends who's talking about it.
there's
Yeah,
a number of
you've stolen my luck.
ones that none of his family could agree which colour pyjamas.
Maybe
he
they
was
like
wearing
rebalanced
when
or
he died.
something,
That's
Yeah.
evidence, apparently.
or something like that.
Apparently, you know, he was an honorary member of the FBI. Well, apparently his signature appears on FBI documents well into the 80s, long after he should have died. Apparently no one can agree. There was sums of money
lot
that
of-
only.
Yeah. A lot of fat people in dungarees have seen him.
Yeah. There's sums of money which apparently only he could have given authority to have transferred to other bank accounts they've moved.
Yeah.
So this is all evidence that Elvis is still alive.
Mm.
And a lot of people, and I was talking to this guy, and he was saying, yeah, well, of course, the thing is, the pressures of fame were too much for him, that he faked his own death so that he no longer had to be this huge icon. You know, he could live an ordinary life. And my query has always been this: if Elvis faked his own death, do you think the method he'd have chosen is to have shat himself to death whilst on the toilet?
Yeah.
Yeah, but because he picked that, nobody will.
Right. So Elvis went to the FBI. to make
Yeah,
it.
well, exactly. So what we're saying was that there was lots of methods open to him. You know what I mean? It's all like, he didn't go to his secret reason. And go, oh, I'm fed up. I want to fake my own death. You know what I mean? And they
Yeah.
go, yeah, that,
Yeah, and what methods have you got?
I like to be found, shit myself down the toilet.
You like to do what?
I want to be a big fat mother. I'm just shit myself to death.
Right, No, Elvis is a good idea. I'm just wondering if there's maybe something a little bit more glamorous for your favourite death. I mean, you could take a bullet for the president.
What, and shit all over him?
No, we know crap at all.
I think what you do.
No, you just
There has to be-
take a bullet for him, or you
There has to
could.
be- There has to be shit involved.
Why is it?
There has to be shit involved.
Why is there got to be crap?
I want to make it happen. Yeah, it's probably Carl head in hand. Yeah, he's worried about the things we say.
Yeah,
Jeez.
we haven't offended 1.2 billion people.
Yeah,
I
a
don't offend-
fifth of the planet.
So, Carl, what do you make of it then? Are you
Like
convinced
I say,
Elvis is alive?
am I getting it mixed up with someone else?
Because all Elvis,
No,
all Elvises look alike.
Because
Now that is true. A lot of Elvises do look alike. That's safe.
on his gravestone,
Yeah.
didn't they get his name wrong, or is that his brother?
Who's his brother?
Aaron.
That's his middle name.
Yeah.
You're not an Elvis kind of expert, are you?
Hold on, wasn't Elvis one of a twin that
Yeah,
died?
that died, and I'm sure he got his name wrong on a grave or something. Oh, I don't know.
But that's consequently that's proof he's still alive.
No, the thing with the still alive thing, like I say, he picked that awkward death because nobody would be saying, hang on a minute, going around upsetting the family, wanting to talk about it because they'd be embarrassed to be saying, he was found sort of
Yeah.
in a pile of mess.
Weighing 25 stone.
Yeah. So
Because you notice he also expanded to a huge size as well, so he was just a huge fat blob of a man. He also did that to add, extra.
To the glamour.
I don't quite understand these people who fake the deaths because.
Well, a lot of them don't. A lot of them don't, Carl. This is what, in a roundabout way, we're saying. We're saying that a lot of people that say people fake that they didn't,
who
like
else-
Bruce Lee
Who else has said
and
it?
James Dean and Elvis Presley. We're saying they didn't
No,
fake the death.
he did die, didn't he? His head come off, didn't he?
Oh, God.
Who's this?
James Dean?
His head came off.
There is a light that never goes out. The Smiths, XFM 104.9. Nearly through.
Absolutely.
2 hours of chat, great music.
Bloody good music,
Carl
of course. Yeah, it's been
speaking
fun.
before he thinks. By the way, you know when he was talking about Mowgli? You know he was going to talk about Mowgli and you said, oh, what are the gremlins called?
Yep.
Were you thinking of, Mogwai.
Yeah, but they
To
were
be
still
fair,
they
were called gremlins. Yeah. He
Yeah,
was,
but-
yeah. I know what you're thinking. I know, to be fair.
But my girlfriend won't be listening now, so she'll still think I'm.
Why would she ever think that? How long have you been going out with her?
8 years.
Well then, why would she ever think you're daft? That's the only stupid thing you've ever said, the Mogwai thing. Why would she ever think she's going out with a, to be honest, retard?
I think it's a very beautiful relationship you must have, because it's odd. I mean, she's a professional journalist or whatever,
Yeah.
And she works for, is it Radio 5 or something?
BBC Sport.
BBC
TV.
Sport. And
So
you're a man who never
presumably
even got
Her
your exam
English
results.
quite good. Is English quite good? Her?
Really good.
Yeah.
So
And did she do her exams?
yeah, she's quite bright.
So what do you bring to the relationship?
I think take the pressure off her.
Take the pressure off her to do what?
You know, like when she's had a stressful day and she comes home and talks to me. I think
You would relax me, and that's the truth. I honestly, but Carl, he can just go, wow, it's all right. Do you know what I mean? He don't get stressed. He sits in his little booth now. He doesn't talk to anyone. His little sound booth all the week, and you're in your own little world, aren't you?
Well, it's interesting because I wonder sometimes what your aspirations are. I was thinking this. I was watching a repeat of Family Fortunes on Challenge TV last night,
I hate that.
and it was sort of mid-80s one. And I don't know if it's still the case, but it was the aspirations of the contestants were
Yeah.
so kind of. It was like, and what's your hobby?
Copies the ability
Well,
of the leftmost joke.
Like to go out when it's
Apparently.
nice weather and
Oh.
stay in when
Well,
it's
if
not.
you win £2,000, you'd probably be going out when it's nice, can't you? Yeah.
And she was like, well, and I sometimes like to watch TV, and I was thinking, wow, man, you've really got some incredible
what-
dreams
what-
there.
what
it's
I-
just like that. You're just waiting to die, aren't you? That's
What
all
I
you're...
feel sorry for, right? Two things. In like Stars in Their Eyes, and you get a little fella, and he's gutting fish in some sort of factory in Bolton, and he comes on, and he does, something like Bobby Darren, okay, and Matthew Kelly comes out after and goes, well, I don't think you'll be going back to the fish factory. You will.
you will be going back.
You will.
Straight back.
Yeah,
mate.
yeah.
Let's
yeah.
think of
Don't
all
wind,
the Stars
don't
in Their
wind
Eyes
him up,
stars.
Kelly, because that's a nasty thing to do.
I'm
Hear me-
trying to think of all the Stars in Their Eyes contestants that have gone on to great things.
What happened to that little fella that looked like the little Alsatian puppy that did Krista Burr? He looks a bit like Krista Burr. He looked like he had problems.
Well, now what was it? Is Ian Moore his name was?
Now he was.
Well, it's interesting. My friend bought me as an ironic gift for my birthday. He bought me the live video of Ian Moore. You'll be pleased to know that Lady in Red was on there among a number of other hits. But it was brilliant. It had a picture of Ian on the front. It said Ian Moore, naturally.
his
didn't know
jacket
it
was
like-
too big for him as well.
Of course, it was ludicrous. But I don't know if that meant Ian Moore, naturally, like we all know who this guy is. It's Ian Moore.
Yeah.
Or was it Ian Moore? He's no longer being Christopher. He's just
What did he sound like when he wasn't being Krista Burr?
Christopher.
Did he
Yeah.
really? Because he met him, didn't he? He met.
Yeah. Well, Christopher. I think Christopher couldn't wait to get back on the telly.
Well, the thing is, I
They
think
do
Ian Moore is
some
actually
sort of
earning
credits.
more than Krista Burr now. I think.
They
It's-
could have got Christopher on there.
Yeah,
as a contestant.
you can get Krista
Nice
Burr for
jokers,
£1,000.
yeah, but-
for 1,200 now, just a PA to adapt.
I
But
think
he
I
was
need to
naming it
sell
as all
this
the
one,
hits.
unfortunately.
He does. Don't pay the ferryman.
Yeah.
Don't even
So I
set
can
a
buy that.
price. Does all those.
Interestingly, I saw him interviewed once, and Lady in Red's not his favourite song.
You're joking.
It's bizarre, isn't it?
But he was only going to play that if.
Keep this one.
It was the fat.
This one's gonna eat it though. I need to buy one to put in the way
Sarah
then.
Ferguson.
Oh yeah.
Because
It was
like
only if
that.
she was wearing some red.
Because this one keeps eating
He's
it.
only going to play that when?
Well, it was a live thing, and he was only going to play that if she was wearing red. or
But yeah, I
something.
can't rearrange it because this one's
No,
gonna
so
destroy the
lucky she
joke
had
to the
a
right of
red-
it.
That must have clashed with her a bit.
Yeah.
A red scarf.
So I need to
Oh,
keep one in the
And
middle.
the highlights in your hair that catch the light.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful lyric.
So I put it on the right.
The thing is, right, he misses a rhyme there. He goes,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I mean,
ask you to,
otherwise they're just not doing anything.
dance, looking for a
Oh yeah, I
little
guess I could do that,
romance.
right? I could
He
have
said
it there and
dance,
there.
couldn't he?
I met a man once in a bar. I was talking to him for
I
some
still
reason.
need
was
something
annoyed
so
by him,
this
I was
is
wind up by him.
actually does something
And,
though.
I said that I'd
'Cause it's
written
not
Lady in Red.
like they're both not doing
and, I
anything.
never got any money for it because I found that he was like a music lawyer, and he went, "Well, give me a call. I'll investigate that."
2, 3, 4,
And he was actually
5.
going to do it for me. I love the idea of that. I was just
Why did you say that?
really bored, and I
4,
didn't
5,
like him
6,
much.
7.
And I thought that was that
Why
might
did you
be
choose
entertaining.
Lady in Red?
22
Because I think I was
multi.
singing it with a friend of mine,
Yeah,
and he
Sure.
came over and went, "Oh, good voice."
I meant more
And,
like
yeah,
it's
I
not
wrote-
doing anything,
What
as in
pub
like
is this?
it's not
Yeah,
getting
it's
buffed
just-
or anything.
it
But
was
that's
just
alright.
fun.
I just need to
Is
save
it?
some money.
Never seen looking so lovely as you did tonight. So
Yes.
anyway, that's enough of my
3,
Christopher anecdotes.
no.
Yeah.
That's very much the end of the show.
And it is. It's been a great show.
Hang on, have I got time for a song for the lovers, or have I missed that?
No.
If you give it
Of
me
course you
now,
have. Yeah. What are you gonna play?
Because
What are
you
you
just
gonna
need to
play?
What,
buy
are you gonna play a
time.
song now, and then we've got time for it afterwards?
no, you have to give it me.
Yeah.
right.
Oh, I better dig it out. Well, can you keep
What
people
have
entertained?
you chosen? I'll keep it going.
Well, a friend of mine who keeps making me little compilations has stuck on an old Tom Waits track, which is from his first album, one that I've not listened to for a while.
Brilliant.
I re-listened to it. It's absolutely dynamite.
Brilliant.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. He's just getting out of his bag now because we weren't prepared for this. We sort of ran out of time. We're having such a great time with the philosophy of Carl.
What do you fancy doing anyway with your future?
Me?
You know, I'm just going to tell you now. You know we're still on air, don't you? Before it gets too casual, you know we are still broadcasting to the capital. Okay. Yeah. What do you fancy doing with your future?
Well,
Steve?
once I've made all that money from suing Christopher,
Yeah.
no, my future, I'm living my future, man. I wanted to have some good mates like yourself and Ricky.
Yeah.
You know, Carl, I wanted to be on the
Damn.
radio, great songs.
We're like the Three Musketeers, me, you and.
Alright.
It's like we're like
One
the
more.
original Rat Pack. We're like Ocean's 11. I'm Sinatra.
Yeah.
You're Sammy Davis Jr. and you're what's his name? Dean Martin, aren't you?
Yeah, or Joey Lawrence. What's his name? Joey Lawrence, not Joey Lawrence. Joey Bishop.
Joey Deacon.
Joey Deacon.
My dad said the ending on the old one's better than the new one.
We should definitely get your dad in, man. That would be just dynamite. When people get tired of you, we can
It's like
get the
cracking
whole
it. Yeah,
back
it's
into
so
the
fun,
family
man.
to produce
The
it.
whole gene pool.
Have you seen it?
No, Carl, have we got time for this now, really, mate?
It's destroyed
To be
all
fair. Okay,
like,
start number one. Now, interestingly
is
about Tom
shoddy.
Waits.
plans I had.
But, this is from his first album.
I was
It doesn't
like
sound that
planning to
gruff,
go in
you know,
tomorrow
lifting
to
like
because
it.
I had
It
other
just
stuff
sounds
to
like
do.
something of a crooner.
Yeah.
Like
This is a track called
throughout the
Old
week. That's
Fifty
all been
Five
put on the.
Design, I think might be
That's
covered by
all
the,
been thrown to
People.
cast aside now.
But anyway,
That's
so I
that's
just
not
think
happening.
that track really beautiful track.
I'll see you next week.
And we'll see you next time.
Say goodbye, Carl.
So yeah,
Say sorry
for what?
for if you offended anyone.
I didn't. So if I say sorry, that's saying I'm guilty.
It's too good. It really is.
07 distractions. Very nice. Yes, I approve of that, Carl. Good choice there. Now, Steve.
Yes.
Carl came round to my flat.
Hmm.
It was Tuesday night, wasn't it?
Nice place.
Now, thanks. Now, last week after the show, I think you guys were in the time you were in the toilet. Right, Carl got out the lottery ticket that he bought. He went, "I'm feeling really confident tonight." He's going. I was going. I laughed. He went, "No, seriously." He said, "Look at the numbers." And I looked at them, and I think they were 4, 6, 8, 20, 36, 48, weren't they? He was going, "I just got a feeling about those." I went, "Sure." He went, "Although, you know, my girlfriend said that, you know, if I won the lottery, we'd probably split up because we like such different things. Meaning, she likes to travel and he doesn't." And so he said, so what I said was, "Well, if I win, then I won't tell you. I'll just treat you a little bit more." Brilliant.
That's brilliant logic.
That is great. Anyway,
I'll look after you.
Oh, I imagine you take care of her. Yeah. You're a good guy. How would you do it then? You just sneak little gifts in slowly over many years.
Yeah.
You don't think she'd rumble the fact that you like don't work anymore and drive a Lamborghini?
Well, I'd still do this. I think.
What, just like as a kind of beard, as a cover story?
Yeah, just
So
pop it
you'd
in.
pretend to come to work, but maybe off partying and stuff in the daytime.
Yeah.
Clever.
now he didn't win.
Okay.
I phoned him up Saturday night. He went one number. One number. I think it was 8, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It
Well,
was
there was a lot of 8s on my piece of paper, weren't they? So I think it was either an 8 or an 18 or a 48.
And he went, and he was disappointed. He said, "Waste of time." I went, "Well," he said, "No, waste of time." He said, "I've worked it out." I went, "Go on." He went, "There are 26 letters in the alphabet." I went, yeah. He went, think how many words you can make out of them. He went, there are 48 numbers on the lottery. I went, yeah, 60 million to 1. He went, yeah, not
And
worth it.
I looked into that in the week, right? And there's even less letters in the Welsh alphabet. They've only got 20, and yet they've got loads of words as well. So even 20, the chances, if there was 20 numbers and you had to pick 6 winners, it'd still be really
Unlikely.
yeah.
Yeah, you should be a mathematician. And anyway, so we got talking about it. We got talking. That was me, him, and Jane around there. And I told Jane that he said about, oh, if you won the lottery, he doesn't like travel. And she went, why don't you like travelling? And he went, well, I don't like planes. I'm really scared of planes and that. And she went, well, if you won the lottery, you could have a world cruise. And he went, no. She went, you don't fancy it? I went, no. He said, if you go on a world cruise, what do you do next year?
Oh,
Genius.
it's brilliant logic, Carl.
It's
But
great.
you know, on the world cruise, you don't actually see the whole world. I mean, you.
And if you did, it's not like saying, well, I don't want to see that twice. Do you know what I
It is
mean?
the world.
It is the world. It's a lot. It's a lot to see. And
Did it never dawn on you before about the numbers and the lottery? Have you been playing this for years and thinking that you had a good chance? That it was just like you and a handful of other people that were doing it?
Just as much chance as everyone else, but then when you actually sit down and think about
Sure.
what you're doing,
He's done it again this
Tough
week.
one.
He went off doing it one more time, and he showed me the numbers, and he went, they look a bit more healthy, don't they? Oh.
What numbers are you going for this week?
it's all right laughing, but we'll see tonight.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Let's have a look.
You know, people, if people do this and they win, if you take these out and people do these, you'll have to share it with someone. It's all right though, isn't it? Give them a chance. Tell them what. Give people a clue. What numbers are you doing, Carl?
No, I'm not going to tell them all.
I know what he means, but sometimes when you look at the numbers, it's like,
12 and 26.
yeah, they look, yeah, they look healthy.
You wanna give us two?
Yeah, I know what he
Big
means.
difference, isn't it?
Yeah,
What
and I do the thing. I can't choose the numbers like manually now as well,
What are those four
because I've tried to do it before and like
also
messed
coming
it up,
Carl's
and I've gone, oh my
GCSE
god,
results.
that was probably the right number, probably the right combination,
88, I think.
and then
And we've phoned his score. We tracked
you know,
him
like
down.
each time I think,
We've
oh,
got
I can't ever
GCSE
start over again, so I have to make sure I do it in like one go.
How many did you get?
Because otherwise I'll be like, oh, I had it the first time. I bet you I had it the first time.
Clinic, walking with these. Sorry about that earlier. You know, I like to keep a tight, slick ship, and that lets us all down, doesn't it? When something goes wrong with the shoddy equipment in this place. Why don't you buy some new stuff? You must be earning a bit of money now, wasn't you? We've got a few listeners now. We get adverts, don't we? Why don't you just buy a new CD player? You can go down to Richer Sounds and get one for 50 quid.
I don't know. Because I suppose when you're starting off, you save the money you make before you spend it.
Go down to Record and Tape Exchange, take all the 4 non-blondes and excess stuff you've got.
Out of the record library.
You'll be able to get an old
There you
CD player.
25 minutes this week it took.
The four non-blondes obligatory mention.
I think we should make that some sort of call in to win feature.
Carl, are we using the equipment that you used to use when you had Pilkey's Making Music, the DJ outfit that you
I
and your mate
love
ran?
that. That was Carl Pilkington and someone making. What was it?
Colin Macon.
Colin Makin. Pilkey's Making Music.
Genius. Are
That's
we using
great.
that same equipment?
Did you earn any money?
I paid for the tube lights and that. It sort of covered my costs.
Did you?
And
Did
then
you pay
gave up.
tax on that?
And then, no.
Oh.
That's what they got Al Capone on, innit?
It is, yeah. That's
Yeah.
right. Don't worry about the music policy. We're sorting that out. We've got some Verve coming up. We got some Jimmy Webb. We got some Nick Cave. We got some Amy Mann. We got some Travis Corner Shop. You know what I mean? We're sorting
Some
ourselves
big names
out.
there.
We
Some
just
big names
start. We haven't started yet. We're just starting, getting going. We got Carl's GCSE result.
Let's just do it now.
Should we do it now?
Well, I think we should have a White Van Man session.
Oh, White Van
Because I
Man
think
first.
people tune in for the White Van Man
Yeah,
session.
people who haven't
Carl.
tuned in, they don't know.
If people aren't familiar with this, The Sun runs a column every day which is asking some punter from the street their views on the week's big events, and we just thought, why not hijack that idea, but apply it to Carl Pilkington. Carl?
I've seen much news again this week.
You've not seen much news. Don't worry, I'm sure you have an opinion on it anyway.
Give us it from your heart.
So Gladiator.
Okay, so, well, on the subject of Gladiator, what do you make of Russell Crowe's appalling behaviour at the BAFTAs?
This is I heard a bit about this. This is when he got some director or something because
Director or
cut-
producer
cut
and
some
threatened
out.
him because they cut his bit, didn't they?
Yeah, they cut a poem that he'd done during the
See-
acceptance speech.
I watched it on Sunday night. I didn't realise it wasn't live, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I quite liked the way it was to the point and didn't mess about. He went up, he said thanks.
So you're saying that he shouldn't have beaten up the director? Is that what you're basically saying?
It's a bit over the top.
You thought
I
so?
mean, if you didn't have time, if you really, I mean, what's the poem got to do with the film anyway? He was an awards.
So
thing
do you
for a
think it's
film.
ever justified to beat up a TV director if you're a major Hollywood star?
Depends what he's done, but I mean,
Right, what would he have to have done, Carl, for it to be fine for him to then beat him up?
the thing is, right? Forget all the beating up. At the end of the day, it was a awards thing for a film. The poem had nothing to do with the film.
Yeah.
So go up, collect your award for that thing. And if he really, really wanted people to hear about this poem, he could have photocopied it and
Sure.
left it at the entrance and said, on your way out, this is a really nice poem, pick one up.
No, but the thing is, he knew it was televised, so he knew by saying that poem once, he was reaching 5 million people. That's a lot of photocopies. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not
Yeah,
saying he was
but
justified.
It wasn't a poem award. If it was an award show for poems, you'd say you can't cut it out. It'd be like doing the top 40 and then going, number one's good, but we haven't got time for it. But it's a films thing.
Okay.
And he went up and he got the award for the film. Which film was it
See-
for?
I don't know, but when I wanted to give you results, I said let's give Carl his results. Steve went, no, we should introduce people to Carl again, just remind people what Carl's like, and he's so right. I'm so glad we did this first.
Am I right though? Or am I
Carry on,
wrong?
Steve.
Okay, the next topic. What about this big debate over whether Kylie Minogue's had a bum job?
I'd have to see it.
Next.
Okay. What do you make of Will Young's single? He's the Pop Idol winner. It's going to net record-breaking sales, apparently. It's going to go straight to #1. He's had millions of copies sold.
I heard last week that you had to, if you wanted to buy it from Woolworths, you had to go in and put £1 down to guarantee getting a copy.
Wow.
I think that's stupid.
But what do you make of it, though? Do you think,
What, as a song?
both as a song, and are you excited about Will Young and his future?
No, it'll do all right. I don't think we have to worry about him.
Okay.
It'll do all right. It's not my thing, but seems like a nice bloke.
Okay,
Good.
very good.
One
What do you
final
make?
one?
Yeah, one final one then. What do you make of our scientists getting the go-ahead to clone embryos for research? We have discussed cloning before, and obviously there's the pros and cons of that. Christopher Reeve, former Superman star, he's behind this. Are you behind him?
Yeah, I mean, with everything, you have your good and your bad, don't you?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if you didn't have bad things in the world, then you wouldn't enjoy the good things. I think, it's like if you didn't have robbers in the world, policemen wouldn't have a job. So it's the same thing. It's like, it's an illness. Yeah. So what are they messing with?
It's probably a bit too detailed to go into there, really. But
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's good and bad. You can't have it all.
yin and yang is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, Carl, I can't argue with that, mate.
I want to play a track now that I haven't heard for a while. It's the Verve, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sonnet. Lovely song.
Coming soon, those big exam results.
Black Rebel Motorcycle Club, spread your love. It's time to give Carl. You're actually nervous. I'm a little bit nervous. Just to recap, Carl is 30 this year. He never went to get his results of his GCSEs. So myself and Steve took upon ourselves to phone his school, track them down, and we actually got your results. What did you think you took?
Did English,
Right.
maths,
Yeah.
art,
Right.
and I think I did physics.
Okay. Well, you didn't do any of them.
Right?
You didn't do any of them. You didn't register. You registered for one exam and took one exam and got results for one exam. So I don't know what you thought you were turning up to, or you weren't registered.
You're familiar with the notion of registering for an exam. You have to kind of officially register in order to be eligible.
What do you mean, register? I turned up for a couple.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
just show up. You have to register for them.
You have to pay this because it costs the school money, so they have had to have paid for you if they thought you were going to pass. You can't just turn up on the day and ask for some paper at the front.
I never got a letter telling me that.
Well, that's because you were never at school.
But you did somehow register or registered for one exam. You registered for history.
It's a topic that you've always been interested in.
Oh, I was saying to Ricky before, World War II, I loved it.
Not the actual event,
No,
the
but
study
just
of it,
all
you mean?
the stuff like, about the Anderson shelters and stuff like that.
Yep.
The bombs and that.
Mhm.
And then when I took it, it had nothing to do with that. It was more about the Tudors.
So it didn't. The Second World War didn't. You mean there was no questions about the Anderson shelters?
Nothing.
That's devastating.
So
So what are you expecting the result to be?
is that seriously? Is that it?
Yeah, it's the only one you took and registered.
As far
for.
as the school is concerned, or
Yeah.
certainly in
Well, it's the
terms
only
of
one
what
that
they told
counts.
us.
It's the only result. It's the only one that counts. Yeah, you've got.
How? Did you register for yours?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have. Yeah, I've got certificates and everything.
So what? Do you do that before the exam? Do you have to go somewhere and sign something, or?
Yeah, you don't check your results and then decide if you want to register. It's not like Millionaire when you look at the question and go, I think I'll take the money. You go.
No.
But anyway, you must have registered for one, or maybe your teacher put you in for
Well,
it.
I didn't do it.
They
So
must have been
someone else
confident.
registered
They
for
must
me.
have been confident. They must have thought your best bet was history.
Right. So, what did I get?
You got an E. Which I think, I mean, technically, is a pass.
E.
It's a bad pass, but there's F,
How
and there's
much
I mean,
U.
you're not going to be doing a PhD.
I know.
You can get an F, right, which is failed, and then a U, which is ungraded. Now, I don't know why the U exists, because F means you failed. U is like them going, you not only failed, but you wasted my time.
So,
We're annoyed
Yeah,
that you took
yeah.
this exam.
so who thought they'd register me to get an E?
well, they didn't.
Well, they
think
didn't.
you'd
I
get
think
any.
they were hoping. It was rather like you with the lottery. They were hoping
see-
for something better than
You
nothing.
see, I assume that the man who registered for that thought he can scrape an E if Anderson Shout was come up.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. You've got. Now, what I'd like to do, Carl, is I've started your re-education. I've got a
Oh,
book on
God.
shooting. I'll be
How come
asking
this
you
isn't
questions
ordering
about
them
that
by
later.
suit?
I've got another book for you to read next week. Next week,
Oh, yeah.
I've got a
I'm
little.
not in the mood.
What?
Not in the mood.
Oh, come on.
Damn, I
What's
fucked that up.
What's that say?
Alright, one more.
It's that fella. It's the picture
Last
of
one.
the bloke who they used to use for Citizen
Yeah, Che Guevara.
Yeah.
He was quite happy, I think, when he found
Uh.
out that Robert Lindsay was involved. He went, yeah, of course you can. No worries, yeah.
What
So-
are your feelings, Carl? What
do you think? Are you
emotions
depressed?
I'm just a bit annoyed because I'm sure I turned up for more, so it just wasted my time.
Listen, they don't matter.
I'm sure I
You're
did more
doing
than one.
very well. You know, you can educate yourself. GCSEs are merely a step another to help you, not just for education, but you know, they're more vocational than anything else. You're doing very well, and you're reading books. Don't worry about it. But
It's
can I
not a
suggest
concern.
something? But if you want, I'll pay for you to take history again.
Carl, we'd love to see you get a C or above. And
Well,
we're
I'll
willing
pay
to.
for you, and I'll get you some books. Right, now listen. We can let's get. I reckon. When are the exams? June.
Something like that, yeah.
We're registered. We'll try and register next week, and I reckon you can get an A or B
In
I'm
history.
Busy, I'm
in
busy.
history. No, don't worry about it. It's just easy. You get your Brody's notes. If Heat magazine, they love you, Carl. They could probably sort something out. They could probably pay for a tutor. They got a lot of money. They sell a lot of magazines.
I mean, it is always, almost always, and you found that out, I discovered this, it's always the Tudors and Stuarts. There's no fear for them not coming up. Now, what do you already know about them? You must already know stuff about Henry VIII and Elizabeth.
No, because it's too long ago to even get interested in. Do you know what I mean? You can't.
Is that why you
relate
didn't-
To it.
Okay.
The Anderson thing, it was like, God, you know, I bet my mum and dad were in an Anderson shelter. You know, this is interesting.
What when they?
Oh, my granddad would have like had something to do with this. But the Tudors, it's like I don't know even if they had a family back then.
Play a record. You come back.
Hang
to
on,
this.
hang
Sorry,
on, hang on.
Steve,
Because I need to introduce the new feature.
Yeah,
for the
I
record.
don't know if I had a family back then.
Carl,
Give a
listen, let me
genius,
just ask you now, right? If you can finish this sentence, we've got a chance. Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded.
Died. What is it?
We just need to do a little bit of work, but otherwise I think you're going to be fine. It's how you remember what happened to Henry VIII's wives.
They're little.
Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded.
like spam. Support. What's it? Support, protection, anchorage, movement. That's how
You're going to. That's nothing to do with the
no,
Tudors and
nothing to
Stuarts.
do with the skeleton.
Yeah. See, no, we're not doing biology.
Mnemonics and acronyms.
What happened to Henry VIII's last wife? Did she die or did she not die? Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded.
Do you know that the only king that has got a moustache is the only king that hasn't got a moustache is the King of Hearts on the playing cards.
What's the record you can play?
I want to resurrect the career of a different artist each week. This is an artist who's overlooked by the general public.
The red card.
This is Amy Mann, and she always seems to get overlooked. This was a single a while back.
Women's
I think
got
it's
one
called
eye.
Red Vines. Play it, Carl.
Fantastic.
You see, what upsets me is the way that Amy Mann,
Yeah.
she's written songs as good as that. She's
Yeah.
released it as a single. She had to, I think, put the album from which that's taken out by herself over the internet. She was Oscar nominated
Yeah.
for the songs in the film Magnolia. She couldn't get a record label. I don't know if she's now got one. And yet there's people like Alanis Morissette shifting
That is
shed
absolutely
loads of
beautiful.
songs. I don't
That is
understand what the
fantastic.
rules are. I don't know why
See,
she's not a household
Carl,
name.
well, there's
What-
beautiful things like that in the world. Why do you care about epoxy
Well, what
GCSE?
did she get for history?
What did she get for history?
Yeah.
I think she did very poorly.
Why do you care? See, I was just going to say, this is backfired a little bit, because Carl is genuinely, I don't know if he's actually upset or embarrassed, but it doesn't matter. Why does it matter? You were 15 and didn't go to school.
If you were my friends, I think you would have just said, "Oh, we can't find them."
Why? But you
just
doesn't
wanted
matter
to
though.
know.
What to do with that?
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean? It's ridiculous. Do it again because you want to learn. Because there's great things in the world to learn about. Don't worry. But GCSE is vocational. Is it's vocationally for a 15, 16-year-old to go on to do A levels or whatever, or to get results. But you don't need that because you've done very well. You don't care about the Tudors and the Stuarts. I mean,
I mean, I've had a couple of jobs, not this one, because you don't need qualifications to get a job
obviously.
here.
In the radio.
Yeah,
station.
obviously,
You're
it's
absolutely right.
But
Yeah.
ones that I have got in the past, I didn't correct, and I had to lie. And I didn't like go mad. I didn't say I had A's and stuff. But I didn't put history down because I didn't even know I did it. But, like,
So it's a
physics,
bonus.
I kind of treated myself to like a D and a couple of C's and that, so it's like, well, it's not.
I love the fact that Carl even then was honourable. It's like, I'll at least put down the ones I think I took and lie, but the ones I didn't take, I won't lie about.
Yeah, and don't give yourself a B. If
Exactly.
they're going to find out you lied, give yourself a B
No, well,
next time,
it could
Carl.
backfire, couldn't it? I mean, my brother's a bit mental, and he used to do things like go for jobs and say, "Oh yeah, I've done this before," like being a mechanic, and he's never even picked up a spanner, and yet he'd have the confidence to go and try and fix cars. Well, I'm not that daft, but God, and he.
Who do you blame for this?
That's just an easy way out. I have to blame myself. No?
Yeah.
What was the
Well-
teacher like?
Well, there's loads of different ones. I didn't like. I mean, the history teacher, it is my own fault because with her, she was a bit mental, and I used to kind of stop the lessons by saying, "Oh, miss, tell us about your fireplace you've got that's a gravestone."
We had a teacher that was like
'Cause
that.
that's what
That
she
would
had.
stop any interest teacher in their
No, 'cause
tracks.
and she loved telling you about it. So
Yeah.
it was like, oh,
I learned
brilliant.
that from a
So
teacher,
that's why
yeah.
I didn't know about divorce, head loss.
Get them on some topic,
And
and
all
they
that.
waste all sorts of time.
Dandruff legs.
Because-
Horse, head loss, dandruff legs.
But remember now, divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived. That's all you got to remember.
And what's that?
That's what happened to Henry VIII's various
In order.
wives. In order.
What does it spell out?
No, it doesn't spell out
Doesn't spell anything, you just
it's
got to
saying
remember
it.
the rhythm.
In order in which he married.
Yeah, but it helps. It's like when my mum taught me the alphabet. She taught me as like a song. And like
A, B, C,
consonant-
D, E, F, G.
Yeah, constantly. No, not like that.
Oh.
That's how everyone else could do it, and I can do it that way.
What
That
tune did
A,
she do
B,
it to?
C, D. It was A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Dandy Warhols. Get off on XFM. 104.9.
He's a lunatic.
Hello?
It's 2:05 on the day that Carl, our producer, found out that he had an E in history, GCSE, and nothing else because he didn't actually register. I can't believe he registered for that. I don't know.
I didn't. That's
Someone
the
else put you
thing.
in. They can't have put you in because you were away. They probably said, oh, you know, you didn't register in that. Listen, obviously you're feeling a little bit melancholy because it's, you know, it's like you're hearing it for the first time, so it's like you're 16 again. But it was to be expected. But
No,
listen,
I-
it
I'd
doesn't
say
matter.
that-
It actually doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
But listen, take it again. Take it again. For your just. Is there a history teacher listening? What's the number? 08700 800 123. They can tell us the syllabus this year. 1, 2, 3, 4, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, what is it?
08700.
And I've got maths. 08700 800
800
1234. Mine's more laziness that I couldn't be able to say that last digit.
Yeah.
Really, I've done most of the work.
Yeah, let's not. If we get onto your problems, then we're going to be. It's a whole other show.
It doesn't matter really, because like you say, right, I've done all right for myself.
Yeah.
It's that whole thing of like when you get older, if you find out that your dad's not your dad, it's like it doesn't matter. He was a dad to me.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Are you saying Mr. Nuttall wasn't your real teacher?
Give out the number again, Rick. What are we after?
08700 800 1234. Is
No
there a
one's gonna
history
want to teach
teacher
me.
out there that may know how we can? Is he too late to register this time? Do
What's
we
the
have to pay
syllabus
for
this
it?
year?
What's the syllabus this year? Do we have to
It's like he came from another world. I know, it really is.
25
He's the
£25
best.
to give Carl a couple of lessons. I'll stump that up. Take it, yeah. Be great. Be fantastic.
1 in
Film,
1,000
maybe a
chance
documentary on choice.
this card is destroyed in a round.
Heat magazine be right behind it. There'd be, you know, little clues. We could have a little question and answer, little quizzes. You know what I mean? Be
Rick,
great.
before we play the next record, I've just been looking through the XFM gig guide, and I just wanted to let you know that at Spitz this evening, Commercial Street E1, doors at 8 o'clock, Gut Bucket are playing. So just a lot of people, listeners will probably want to know that. So I don't want anyone to miss out on the Gut Bucket gig at Spitz tonight, Commercial Street E1.
Brilliant, that's a good plug for the Gut Bucket boys.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage.
Now, Steve just played one of the most beautiful records. I mean, I've got up the ante here, and I'm gonna play another Jimmy Webb track. I played it off 10 Easy Pieces last week, and I have played this track before, but a different version. You'll know it, obviously better by Glenn Campbell. He wrote a lot of songs for Glenn Campbell, and this is Galveston, and this is absolutely beautiful. Jimmy Webb there, and Galveston. See, and during that, Carl said, "What's this about?" Didn't you? See, things you're interested in. You see, if only you're that inquisitive when the Tudors and Stuarts came up, you'd have a C or a B. Didn't you?
it's just Tudors.
Oh, they're the worst, aren't they? Stuarts, I've got a lot of time for. The Tudors can, you know what I mean? Listen, right. As you know, I lent Carl, part of his education is historical education. I lent Carl Gladiator, the movie, on DVD, which he watched on his PlayStation 2, and Rasputin.
Do you know last week when you gave me this, did you know my result for history?
No.
That's weird, isn't it?
Now, right, okay, it's the film review. Carl, you just tell it from the heart. Tell us what you thought about the film, what you thought the...
Can I just ask, is this the first time you'd seen Gladiator? You'd never seen it before?
No.
Okay. And what were your thoughts?
Okay. The film review. Gladiator.
It's alright. Nothing great. It's like an old, sort of an old version of Rocky done in the olden days, really.
Right.
A bloke fighting other people.
Sure.
How sort of well known is the story? Do you reckon people know the basics?
Well, just quickly, just do
Right,
the plot.
quickly. There's a guy called Max.
Maximus, yeah.
Yeah. There's Caesar, and there's Caesar's kid, and Max goes to war, sort of wins it, comes back. Caesar says, "You're good at what you do. I wish my son was as good as you. So I want you to be in charge when I die." His kid finds out, bit annoyed about it, kills his dad because he don't want anyone to hear that he said that he wants him to be in charge.
Yeah.
So his kid gets in charge and thinks, "I'll show you. You're not going to be king. I am. You're going to be a slave or something." And then next thing you see is
My,
him
sorry,
going-
can I just stop there? My only thought is the film's 3 hours long, so maybe we shouldn't go through the whole plot. Right?
We've done the first 10 minutes. But
Yeah.
go on. So yeah, he's a slave, and then
Yeah, but then that was an interesting bit that I thought. I mean, I was watching.
Damn.
It was already know she likes to watch Friends on E4.
Okay.
Alright, it's 2, I better go. I guess.
It was a good episode as well this week.
Was it?
Yeah.
Don't tell her that.
Fucking
Right, so,
bullshit.
So she was
Crap
annoying.
work.
She said, come on then, put it on. And I got it wrong straight away because it says on the back 149.
GG's,
so I
man.
thought that was an hour and 49 minutes.
That was fun as. I'll yeah, play some more Alan Wake tomorrow and then jump into this, I reckon. Alright, GG's, bro. Speak to you later. Have a good one.